Oh no. This is a cursed dream.
Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, perfect.
Wait, what's wrong?
No, it's my microphone was just changed from the input device. We're back. We didn't have nameplates, then we had nameplates. Jen had router issues, now we don't have router issues. AJ's internet is perfectly fine today. No one say anything about technical issues. We're just going to ignore it now.
Sorry.
However, we are back. Now, look, I should have checked the nameplate shit while I was waiting for you, because I wasn't expecting that to happen. But welcome back, episode 50, guys. Y'all made it to episode 50. Let's go. Little golf clap.
Yeah,
there.
look, we survived.
I don't know what this wee shit is. Cade's over here on Spain being like, yep, from the beginning. From the very beginning.
I mean, I've been here. I've just been in the background. My body type blends in, so it's hard to remember. It's
To
fine.
be fair, though, Anna committed to the bit all the way to the grave.
Look, respect, nothing
More
but.
than one grave.
So, last we left off, the party realized that they're not allowed to teleport because they're just not quite cool enough. They spent some time learning of Joranvir's entire sort of life history of his interaction with Samael and decided it's time after a couple days or so, day, I think, or 2 days in RIL Keep to make their way to Burton to start their assault on Thinvale, finally going on the offensive against the Saint of Undeath, recruiting Teethan along the way to help with it. Although he's leaving behind his clunkier equipment, he's more than capable and ready in more stealthy attire, I would say. I don't expect much from his dex score, I will tell you that. However,
Okay.
you begin off on foot for the few days' journey it will be towards Burton from RIL. You'll pass through Vrendenville, and you'll pass around the ruins of Irisvere, but we can begin our travel as soon as you wish. I know at the end of the first day of travel, you do need ascending to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Just wanted to confirm the date. I feel like it's the 2nd of Rethiel?
Yes,
Or
it
is
is
it
the
still the
second.
first? Cool.
And I correct myself.
Thank you.
It is an 8-day trip to.
Oh,
Oh shit!
that's a short. Like I thought it was 4 days. Yeah, easily 8 days.
2, 3, 4,
Jeez.
6, 7. Yeah, 8 days. It's been a while since we've done
Alright.
this trek by foot.
Fativan
Yeah.
and inflation have got their work cut out for them.
Yep.
I hate it here.
Yeah, always do, canonically.
Mhm.
But the day is yours for whatever you wish to do.
Travel.
Yeah,
Right.
What time in the day is it? What time in the day is it when we left area?
morning.
Okay, it's morning. Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm holding on to that.
I mean-
Sending.
Is it possible to hastily travel because we're not really looking out for stuff?
But you
Right?
can go on a faster travel if you don't want to move at like a normal pace. You can go, which is 30 miles per day, which would probably shorten your trip by at least a little bit with 190 miles to go. 30 miles. It would only be 6.5 days. Well, 6.3 days rather than 8. So you could shave a day and a half off.
I mean,
if
we
you
have a
wish.
carriage to travel in, so it's not like sprinting across country. So we could always just do that.
True, it also just depends on how much you want to run your horses into the ground. 'Cause
I'm almost confident Bativan and inflation are clearly stamina gods, so they're
Yeah.
probably fine.
Just seeing if I had any summons I could do, but no, there's nothing long enough that doesn't use undead. I don't want
but
to
yeah,
use undead.
I reckon we just push it a little bit to burn.
if you wish to, that is fine. So, the first day of travel, it's relatively safe where you guys are. It is starting to get very cold as we are officially in winter now.
Oh,
It's getting a bit more brisk. It's still
winter
nowhere near
outfits.
the temperature of Inish Hale because that was freezing, but
Never
It's getting
been there.
cold.
Don't know what that is.
It was very brisk.
I wouldn't even call that brisk. I would just call that fucking cold.
yeah, that was.
We were rolling survival checks for freezies.
look, I was gonna make you all lose with fingers and toes if I had to.
There was definitely a chance we'd lose the dogs for sure.
The dogs could have put those dogs down.
No.
We don't even
Welcome
own
back, Bridget.
dogs.
But the first
Cool.
day, very low chances of anything happening. Yeah, no, you're good. So, first day, comfortable enough in your very, very nice, like, large caravan. That is very comfortable. You did spend money on it. It's always fun seeing low-level adventurers go back to their old modes of transportation. This used to be riding in style, now it ain't. But the first day goes through, you find somewhere relatively survival checky along the road. Who would like to make the survival check?
Go, I'm good at those things, allegedly.
Please,
Guidance.
Hey, Sven.
Guidance.
I'm not good at dancing.
Go Dustin.
Well, I think Merc wants Swain to dance, is what I'm understanding. That's the...
Guidance, you motherfucker.
God, why did I roll? I don't like doing math. What the fuck am I doing?
Because you're the survival kid.
Math.
Tell us the numbers.
The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
The click-clack math rolls.
25 total.
25.
Ooh.
Easy enough. You find a little sheltered area just off the tree line. It should be a safe enough place to camp for the night. It is the King's Road. These are patrolled, so the risk of banditry and stuff is quite small. You'll bed down for the night. I believe there's some sendings that need to happen at the end of the day.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm whipping out that book and writing a message to Tran.
Somebody is not 100% definitely
Just
not like
peeking over the
sitting on
shoulder?
a log like in front of you, just like
Yeah. Yeah, so I was writing to Tran, I hope everything is going well. How is your progress with convincing the council?
Is that it?
how are you feeling? He was like real owie last time.
It was real
He's-
owie, but just like,
Do you still have the shard is probably another good question.
Did you shard yourself?
one thing at a time. The shard I'll bring up afterwards, because he did say about
You have
handing
paragraphs
it to
to write.
Xerxes.
You do, you can
Yeah, I
literally
know,
tell
but
him.
like one topic at a time. I don't want to be like, how's the shard? How's the council?
Yeah,
Like,
but
one
it's
topic
also
at a-
unlimited, so it can just be conversational
Yeah.
back and forth.
True.
which is why I like, which is why
I
I
know
was like,
you're good.
start
I'm
with
just
this and yeah.
I just need to know.
So, I got a nice D100 here to check this result. What
a
feels
weird
like a
message for-
fair number for success rate on this task, do you feel?
34.
I put a lot of work into the plan. Please let that impact how good
Yeah.
it takes to do the thing.
I'd say it sounds like there should be a decent chance from what
Convinced.
we know.
Yeah.
Convince the Pallid Elf War Council to side with its ancestral ally. Nice strong percentage here.
Yeah. Look, we've managed to get the Starless so far, at least Queen. You know, I'm hoping that.
I'm still waiting for a number. What do you guys consider a fair percentage chance?
I don't know what a good. I don't.
I literally
make
said
D&D
one,
things.
but it's
I don't
also
know what a good thing is.
extraordinarily low.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Did
I
I
wanna
hear
say
30 from
something
the
and
crowd? Okay, I heard 30 from the
I'm gonna say
crowd.
like 70.
like,
I'm gonna say like
flip that?
70. I'm gonna say like 70.
70 sounds.
Okay,
fine.
what was
Is
that number you
good?
threw out?
It was definitely a much lower number than 70.
It was
Please?
definitely like no. I think what Kate said was a 34% failure, as in
Yeah.
like it would.
That's a
fail on
34% chance it succeeds. Very good.
No.
Des has already worked out these numbers and is just doing this to fuck with us, guys.
Yeah,
I
100%.
hate this. Please,
So.
please don't.
High or low, guys? Is the percentage to
Stop.
succeed high or the percentage to
Stop.
succeed low?
Guys,
Just
you know what they
decide.
say. You know what
I
they
can-
say.
no.
If you're high, you're go high.
Sorry,
Okay,
the
I'm
correct
sorry.
answer to your
Bigger
I
number,
can't.
better person.
There you go. Thanks,
correct.
Thanks for finishing off.
In the words of
the
Ludwig.
correct answer is yes.
So
I'm choosing
I heard
that all to
high
be
from the. So
Yeah.
Yes,
on a 1 to
stop.
34,
Oh my God.
it wouldn't have, but on a whatever 34 less than 100 would have been, I want to say 67 is. So it's
So
all in all,
66.
on the not percentage side of the die, I got a 3. On the percentage for the first number on the side, I got an 8. So high is what you wanted.
Fuck.
Jen, you have to trust in the Ludwig. Come on, get it together.
Okay, quick, stand up, hit the Luddy. So, the message comes
Oh my
back.
God.
Dated this entire stream.
Look, we're already boomer by appearance, don't worry.
Yeah.
The message comes back through. It's good to hear from you. It is tenuous and a lot of speculation of how it could go wrong. But they have agreed to a summit.
I need to know Cal's poker face level right now.
Okay.
Negative.
Because I don't know any of this shit. I just see you like
I would
sitting
say,
there.
like, it would be relatively good, but you would see just like a bit of you would see like a smile, just like a faint smile.
She just starts like
Um,
smacking you on the knee, like, tell me.
It's proceeding well. I don't think the entire 100% is settled, but they have agreed to a summit.
Okay. More
So we've
opportunities
got
to
that
be
far at
convinced.
least. We've got that far. Alright. We'll just pull out the book again. Trannon, I thank you so much for agreeing to do all this. I hope that you have been alright, and that there hasn't been any repercussions upon yourself for proposing such a plan.
A message comes back through. Remember, I just trying to remember from Cal's. Does the words appear on the page or in your mind?
I write on the page, but then actually when I receive them back, interesting point. Let me have a look.
You can
Yeah.
also flavor this if you want. I don't mind. You can Tom Riddle's diary this if you really want to.
See, I
Teriyaki
like to think
chicken.
that they appeared. I like to think that they appear on the page, like writing. I like that.
Okay,
I
cool. But
prefer
she's
that.
literally staying over you reading beside
Okay.
you, and you don't have to explain shit.
So coming back
Does
through
mine
then,
understand
it
Elvish?
says... Do you understand
Fuck
Elvish?
you. Actually, fuck you. Cool. Then she's just smacking you again.
So, the words come back through on the page.
Bullshit.
It makes sense that they were both converse in Elvish.
Yeah, but fuck that shit. Fucking Elvish fancy language bullshit.
So the words coming back through on the page. I must admit, there is a lot of doubt in me for this. However, with what I have told them, and with what little bits of evidence there are available to me, it hasn't been impossible. I don't know how the summit will go. However, I'm hopeful.
I understand your concerns. I have them myself, but likewise, I am hopeful for the successful outcome of the summit, and hoping that the resolution reached at the end of it will be at the benefit for both of us. Now, we are still keeping good care of your sword. Is there a place and a time you would like to take it back, or at the summit is the best opportunity?
Message comes through. We will find a quiet moment at the summit to exchange everything. I must admit, the initial weariness of holding the shard seems to have faded. I've yet to arrange a moment to hand it off to our mutual alliance. I'm still under heavy watch currently. There's a lot that has to be done now with organizing this summit. I haven't been granted leave to exit Mount Ondai until we are leaving for the summit. The council is in constant talks.
Of course. Keep yourself safe. I know how tiring it can be to even be in possession of the shard for a short time, so do make sure you're alright. I look forward to our next meeting, Trannon, and if there is anything I can do in the meantime to help our process along, then by all means, just let me know.
I appreciate it. I hope this goes well for all of us. So, as
I would be like
conversation-
speaking this as he was.
as this
receiving it.
conversation sort of comes to a close, We flash forward to Mount Ondi, where Tran is sitting in a council chamber, contemplatively writing these messages out, kind of thinking. The shard in his possession. Such a powerful object is want to corrupt. Want the power in that single object for themselves could mean so much. Why should one person have all that power? Samani, this is your plan at the end of the day, as you have said many, many times. Although Tranand is my NPC to decide what his actions would be, I will decide a percentage, but you will be the one to roll.
Don't tell me. Don't you dare tell me. I'm just
roll
gonna
me a
roll the
D100.
dice.
Just roll me a D100.
Roll me dice. Okay. There.
I approve, Des. You evil bastard.
Makes sense.
I'm very scared. I'm gonna roll my pretty ones. What the fuck? 96. Oh god, I hope it's good. I hope it's not bad.
So,
Make a number better.
as we see Tranand step up from his table, making his way over to a wash basin with a very beautiful engraved looking glass with ivory, alabaster, and emerald in the frame, he looks over and he looks to the audience a little bit bigger in build and muscle mass and stronger. He's looking over himself and lets out a deep sigh. Looks to his own hands, clenching a fist. Just starts shaking out and rubs his face and starts splashing it. Just makes his way to his bed.
I don't know what that means.
It means that the shard was thirsty and wanted a drink. Obviously.
Okay.
You see, like, Zamani's like sitting there, like, contemplatively. She just kind of looks up to you and goes, I need you to teach me Elvish.
All right.
Like, we're just sitting in a cart all day. Can we start with, like, if I'm going to talk to a whole bunch of elves from another part of the world underground who might not really know all the other languages, I think it might be a good idea to try to speak to them in Elvish. And I don't know that shit at all.
You know what? That is actually a very good point. We do have, 6 or so days ahead of us without much to do. I think it'd be good use of time. There is, of course, you have to learn Undercommon at some stage as well, but that is another whole thing entirely. Let's start with Elvish, though.
Whatever's the most helpful for the summit.
Elvish, definitely.
It's like, I'm just changing the battery in my headset. Hey.
There we go.
So, for your next few days, you're going to try and learn Elvish. That'll be interesting. But
I'm not an intelligence-based character.
you are correct. You are not an intelligence-based character. So, as you bed down for your rests, who would like to be on the first watch? So, Marquez.
Yeah, first watch. Oh.
So Svein and Zamani, you bed down, and Merkestiel and Calicinda are on first watch. Perfect.
I don't like the perfect. Everything makes me suspicious now. I hear a perfect from Des, I leap to conclusions.
Can I have a perception check?
Oh. Would you do the honors?
Des, as quickly as well, when Svein does go to bed down, he is going to offer to stay in his hunting stand instead of the fucking cart, because it's comfortable up there. So he's just going to cast it, which will appear in a tree and up nice and high as a sort of spiral staircase rounds the base of the tree, sort of appearing as it sort of looks like it grows out from the trunk of the tree.
I suppose actually your hunting stand means that it's pretty safe. If you guys wanted, you don't have to take rests. Not rests and watches. You can all just stay, which I believe it can hold. Yeah, it's 12 medium creatures, so it is.
I think probably
I think for paranoia's
we
sake.
are paranoid enough.
Yeah.
That we'd probably still take watches even though staying in there. You're muted, Jen. If you were talking.
You can still also probably take your watches from like up there, like wherever the
Yeah.
door is, so
Yeah.
you don't have to be like on the ground.
Yeah, definitely.
A big benefit of the shelter itself is it gives disadvantage on perception and investigation checks to be detected. So it's a good place to
nice.
camp up.
That's
So once we
really
all climb up, then the staircases will fall back into the trunk, and we're basically up in the trees, harder
That's
to
fine.
detect.
So basically,
is
we
it
just got a
similar
portable
to,
treehouse. That's cool.
Basically, yeah.
What is it?
That's
so
Is it similar to like
cool.
rope trick, or is it a reflavored rope trick?
No,
No,
it's a
it's-
spell called Hunt Stand.
Oh no,
It is-
that's cool. It's very
It's
cool.
more like the
And similar.
like Aura's like traveling like tent, except for it's up in a tree.
Hmm.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Very cool. Perception wise, I rolled with advantage a 2 and a 10 on the dice, so 25. It's as average as I can get.
Throughout the night, I mean, on the first shift, you notice that there's not really too many like noises, too many inhabitants around. You're close-ish to the Morrowbeer. You camping on any tree line in this part of the world is close to the Morrowbeer. It's 25, yeah?
25.
So while you can't quite see it, or you think perhaps they don't quite see you, you notice that somewhere above, in the trees above the canopy around, there is the rustling of leaves. Something is moving throughout the canopy. Perhaps as many as 11 somethings.
Yeah, I'll just tap Cal on the knee and just sort of point in that direction and just indicate like movement. Just like keep an eye out.
You don't feel like they've
Is this?
pegged or copped your area for where you could be. You'd be around 30 miles from Ariel. You'd be close to this-ish part of
Oh.
the Marber.
Cool.
So not too far off from where the Priory originally was.
Mhm.
But your watch goes by without fail.
Mhm.
While you're on watch.
Sorry, Des.
Yeah?
Just a quick little retcon, because you said we were passing through Vrandonwell. Could I have had the chance to get a little bit of silver or no?
But if that depends, because you guys would have gone kind of around Vendemel, unless you wanted to go up and through, which
Okay.
would be a little bit more time.
I thought we had to go through there, but if we don't have to go through there, then we'll
you
just
can kind of
go
cut.
around.
So Ariel's here, so if you zoom in a lot,
Yeah.
you can kind of see the
yeah. No, I see
Avoid
where the
the
road and
minutes.
stuff is. Yep, easy. Don't worry then. All good.
like you can kind of see a vague outline of what is the dirt road. I'll draw right beside it just for easiness. Like you can kind of see like there's this little road that kind of heads to Vrendonwell, but you don't have to take
Yeah,
it. You can go
okay.
just up and across.
Yep, cool. All good. No problem then. Continue, please.
So, Zamani, as you rest up for the night, Svein, can you roll me a d20?
That's your ass, I can. We'll usually eat guy for this.
You're making us roll a lot today, and it's making me
A
nervous.
13, Desreal.
13. What is your wisdom modifier?
Mine?
Yes,
Me
Svein.
or okay.
Mine? Yeah, my wisdom modifier is +3.
Okay, so 16. Zamani, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yeah,
Please.
you did say please. I'm just nervous. 14 plus 2 for 16.
Meets it. Okay. Your sleep is pretty okay for the night. It's not too uncomfortable. It's pretty standard.
What happened if I had rolled lower?
Don't know, roll lower next time.
Yeah,
I don't wanna.
for it.
I'm rolling wisdom saving throws in my sleep?
Yes?
So it's the only way you can get good at wisdom saving throws. You have to do it in your sleep.
Yeah.
You know, train them up.
Practice makes perfect.
I'm scared.
But that is the first watch. Who would like to be on the second watch?
So I'm a fool. I am pretty intelligence based, actually.
Yes, you are.
I'm just not very wisdom based. I got them mixed up.
I'm happy to take the next watch with
Okay.
whoever.
So, who would like to be on a watch with Svein?
Oh.
So, Samani and
Sorry.
Svein.
Mhm.
Can someone
You
roll me
guys let us
perception?
know about the people
Yes.
who we saw
I'm
before.
on it.
Yeah, Merca just mentioned, heard some movement up in the trees. Didn't seem to notice us or to be overly loud or aggressive, so should be fine.
Guess what, guys?
I
So
also have
sculptor
to-
comes in handy.
With my double sight, am I still rolling disadvantage?
You don't have to
Um,
worry about it, do you?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
So
I'll
you
just
can
help you.
actually-
I assume I've got better perception than you. That's all I'm assuming.
Probably my perception is not good. I don't think.
Mine's a +8.
Yeah, your perception's way better. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
help
I'm like,
you.
I was the wisdom character. I'm like, oh, cool, I'll roll. And then you're like, oh, I roll with the disadvantage. I'm like,
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
seem shit
I mean-
perception.
It's still early. Leave me
Svein.
alone.
Svein, there's some pretty rookie numbers there.
Yeah, look, but I don't have to worry about the fucking whole disadvantages thing because I've took a feat that basically is useless in every other campaign except for this one. Shout out to Skulker.
Look, dim light, don't know him.
All right. That's a fucking nat 20 for 28. Fuck you, AJ. Really
Ooh,
aggressive.
you beat me
I'm sorry.
by 3. Oh no, you beat me by 3.
28.
Yeah.
So, you kind of spend a bit of time looking around where they said there was noises and people around. They don't appear to have noticed your hunting stand. However, looking around, you do notice not 11 figures now, but 8 elvish figures in various sort of like woodland attire with bows slung over them. One of them is actually currently down by your carriage and they're looking through it. They have their bow arrow knocked and ready. They're more so investigating. You don't really get a sense of hostility off of them. They're more worrying if this is an abandoned campsite and they don't see anyone here. And they're pretty naturey. So if they think your horses are abandoned, they may.
Yes.
It may
Svein
steal
is going to sort of walk carefully over to Zamani, doesn't make much noise, and goes, so we've got people down at the wagon, like elves. Any familiarity with them?
Oh yes. So this forest is owned, or I guess ruled by, I don't know, the Morbier elves. But right now it's closed off. That's why we haven't gone into the woods or anything, because we're actually not allowed to go into them right now. So they're pretty chill mostly. They're kind of at a tenuous relationship with Burton right now because they were closer, but then the king died. And so now the
would
new
be
king is-
okay to converse with them, because I feel like if we don't do something, if I ran across some horses that were stuck somewhere in a campsite that looked abandoned, I'd free them. So if we want horses, we might want to just let them know we're here.
That's actually a really good point. Yeah, for sure. Let's go.
Alright, so Fane's is going to manifest the staircase as they both walk down. Sort of each time they take a step, the step comes out of this trunk.
As you do that, this elf, they're very feminine nature. Their hair is kind of like all kind of braided back up into this very like messy bun that's like just got bits of twigs and leaves and like various foliage hanging off of it. Immediately the arrow turns on all of you. They instinctually call out in Elvish. Do you speak Elvish?
I speak Sylvan.
So you don't speak Elvish. So
Sorry, I don't speak Elvish.
in a very broken common, they kind of then go, your campsite?
Yep. Do you speak Sylvan? Is that easier for you?
Yes.
We can switch to that if you'd like.
You have
So
to
they-
translate, and I like elbow him.
Very
Oh,
graciously they go,
got you.
thank you for speaking, Sylvan. You know this is the Moravia Woods and you are not permitted passageway deeper into the forest. We are investigating these horses because there is no apparent campsite around here. We do not see where you are staying, so We do not mean
I'll
you
be-
aggression if you are not going deeper into the
I'll
forest.
be honest. This is the first time I'm learning about you, but we don't plan on going further in. From what my companion here has told me, there is basically a ban on people entering. I don't really feel like disturbing that. I don't think any of the others up there want to disturb it. As for our campsite, we're up in top of the tree. I assume that's okay. And then I'm just going to quickly tell Zamani, it's like a quick brief
quick.
note of what I just said.
They
Yeah.
kind of you hear her call back in Elvish to a few people, and then like almost it doesn't even feel like an actual spoken language. You hear back like a combination of whistles, and they kind of go, "This tree is fine. We'll be watching you. Do not go further into the woods. If you do, you will
Not
be
a problem at all.
hunted."
Understandable.
Don't want to be hunted.
You see, they kind of look over your campsite and reach into their pack and pull out this like large blanket and just put it over the horses. Go in very broken common. They're cold, and they walk away.
Oh.
Cool.
Aw.
Thanks. They're kind of cool.
Yeah, they're
Is this-
very cool.
I felt like this like the first brief rundown of the whole not allowed in. I thought they'd be worse
Yeah,
than
I'm
that.
really sorry. I kind of forgot it was the thing. But yeah,
It's
so
fine.
they're, I guess they a group of elves that kind of broke off from the world and they protect the forest around here.
Does that make these woods similar to the woad in that case?
I don't really know because we've met one person like from them, like that we've actually met who was an emissary, but I don't really know. They're kind of
Do you
like,
want to find out?
I mean, of course, but probably not right now, considering they walked away and everything's
I
closed
wasn't
off.
going
And
to ask them.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Come on, we'll head back up.
Okay.
Just gonna and Svein is going to go to the trunk where the hunting stand is connected to, and is going to put his hand on it, and he's going to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay, so you cast Speak with Plants. You feel the language of the Morabir form in your mind for how you wish to communicate with these trees. What do you wish to say?
Svein is just going to start by saying, I'm sorry if we have disturbed you at all. I was just told by my companion downstairs that the elves that reside within your forest broke off from the woad, and as someone who has worked with the woad and worships the woad, I was just curious if you were anything similar to that.
Is that like, oh, it's still dark out.
Yeah, bro, sleeping, my bad.
He's
I don't
asleep.
feel the sun. What was the question?
I was just wondering if you were anything like the woad. I'm a worshipper of the woad, and just curious.
I don't recognize that word.
Okay.
What's
I apologize
the
for
word?
waking you. It's the best way I can describe it is it's kind of like a big interconnected forest that can see everything.
You mean Corvasa?
Is that its name?
It's kind of. It's the old tongue.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. Were you a part of Corvathis?
Corvathis. I don't think so. My roots don't connect to them, but the elves within my territory and the other trees around me, I think we draw our lineage to seedlings from it.
Interesting.
Also,
I
before
wonder
I
if there's a
forget
way to
this,
connect.
bastard.
Yeah, let's get that writing out. So Spain's to go. I wonder if there's a way to to get a connection again.
I don't want to be connected.
Oh, well then never mind.
It's... Would you want to be connected to your patronage and your parentage?
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Do it.
Well, I'm sorry for waking you. You go to sleep. I hope you don't mind that we're kind of hanging off of you. We'll
I
pack it up
didn't
and we're done.
notice. Okay. Enjoy.
And I'm just going to bid the tree farewell and turn to Zamani and explain what I was saying to the tree.
Oh, wait, what was that name?
Korvatsif?
Have I
Or
ever
Asif.
heard that?
No, you have not.
Some old tongue, something like that.
Interesting. Do I know anything about the old tongue? About a language from before?
No. What's your history modifier?
Not good.
No chance.
I'm pretty sure that's also wisdom based, right?
Yes. No, intelligence.
No, it's not good. I don't have proficiency or anything.
Well, I found out they are, I guess, kind of descendants of the Woad. Kind of like
Oh.
me, I guess, in a sense. If I was to equate it to something, of course.
Like, as in, like, you're also an offshoot of the Woad, or like because it's the same?
No, like, because I'm sort of like, I'm half vampire, which is kind of like an offshoot of the bastard we're trying to kill.
How does that work,
They're-
by the way? Because
The
like I thought people
half
just kind of
vampire
like bit people and then they became vampires. Like I don't understand how you can be like half vampire. It's like vampires aren't dead, right?
Well,
So, like, they
my
can't really make-
belief, from what I was told, is it was a blessing when I was within my mother, and I don't really know a whole lot about it. I chose to not want to know a whole lot about it because, frankly, I'm not a fan of it.
It's fair. Does it bother you?
I mean, I don't really like the idea of being connected to somebody who is actively trying to destroy everything. And that's what this damp-eared half-vampire shit is. It's...
You wanna know what's even
I'm
worse
open
about
about it because, frankly, it's easier than hiding it, but...
You know what's even
just-
scarier, in my opinion?
Hmm?
He doesn't think he's destroying everything. He thinks he's protecting it. This is
Yeah,
his way of
that's-
protecting humanity.
That's about right. The delusions of a madman can be something. That's for sure.
Fear pushes us to do impossible things.
Did you say
It's
fear
kind of crazy
pushes
to
you
think.
or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I was making sure you didn't say peer. I don't know
Oh,
why I
no,
heard
fear. The scaries.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
No, yeah, you're fine. And he has a lot to be afraid of.
Damn right he has.
If there's anything I can do, just let me know. My lack of linguistic understanding is really kind of biting me in the ass today, huh?
It seems that way. I mean, I don't know Elvish, but I find that Sylvan usually gets me through whatever I need to talk to.
Well, I don't really think, I've got Infernal. That's about it. I have Infernal in common.
I can speak in general.
Hey, that's cool.
Hmm.
It doesn't really come up a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't imagine Infernal will come up a whole lot. It's it being the language of the devils that makes it a little bit. We're not really running around in the different planes of hell. Or
I mean, yes, it is the language of the devils, but it's also the language of the tieflings, and the tieflings have historically been. What?
Can you roll me?
Fuck. Des.
Can you start rolling me? I'm gonna whisper to you what they are, and I need you to just roll all of them and send them to me on Discord. Okay?
Do I get to know what they are, or are you just gonna fuel me with anxiety? What?
Just start,
Because
please.
you mentioned devils, I reckon.
No,
Des?
please.
Okay.
Really good poker face, Jen. Great poker face, not gonna lie.
I'm scared.
This is not the same number that you're looking for, so can you just tell me all the rolls?
Yeah. Put how many you want.
Tell you, just give me. This will decide it one way or another,
Okay.
but in order.
Okay.
Nothing like traumatizing Jen with dice rolls, apparently.
She's susceptible to it today, apparently.
Yeah. It's only been an hour.
I mean, I don't really want to comment on it because I don't want to like fuck shit up.
Look, I'm terrified as well. Right now.
I'm vibing, honestly. It's kind of fun.
Same, let's go.
When Des asks for lots of random dice rolls, you better start worrying.
Look,
So in
someone
order,
else can
please.
worry for me.
Yeah.
I know my time is coming.
Oh, it is.
But your
It is.
but your time is not now though. Like John Cena, you know, boo 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 doo doo.
Okay, that's an order.
Wait, so yeah, so okay, as you were.
I don't get any kind of explanation.
Where were we?
I have no idea. I don't fucking know.
Talking about infernal being the language of tieflings as well.
Eh?
And devils. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. And then you panicked, which was funny.
Stop making me responsible for things.
Is this your plan stuff still?
She has no idea.
I don't know, but I'm
Lovely.
scared. Okay. Let's knock over my water. Okay. I'm sorry.
Cool as a
Why do you
cucumber.
have to, why do you have to do
right?
this to me?
Calm.
I
Calm.
don't have a poker face. I don't play poker.
Man, that was weird. Somebody just stopped talking for like 5 minutes. That's crazy.
It's strange.
Yeah, you
Stop
see her
playing
eyes
poker
glaze a
or-
little bit, and she
Anyways.
kind of. You're gonna have to snap her too.
Anyway, so I mean, infernal, like at least over here, is more the language of the tieflings rather than like, yes, it is the language of the devils, but people just look at tieflings and they're like, oh, you came from devils, so you're bad, and you get oppressed, and so of course the language also gets oppressed. So others don't, especially outside of tiefling communities, to this point at least, don't really know it because it's the language of the lesser than, in many
These things
ways.
get oppressed.
Yeah. Like,
I've met like
There's-
3 tieflings, and you know all 3 of them.
oh yeah, but no, like segregation has been a thing, like even in like Burton up until like very recently, like 2 months ago. There are these things called hell wards, where they make them live.
Seems extremely degrading.
Yeah, it is.
And people just like let that happen.
People kind of made that happen, not just let it happen. Which is why it's even more kind of ironic, in my opinion. The guy that hates you so much is also a tiefling. I mean, I don't know his personal background, but like, I just think it's a little bit funny that he's kind of doing the same thing to you that like society has kind of done to him in a few ways.
Atonement has a lot going on.
Isn't he?
He means well, but he's blinded by his hatred for me.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it. There definitely seems
Yeah.
a lot going on over there.
A
Also,
little bit, yeah.
was that person that you talked to at the end like your significant other or something?
Oh, Rue.
They
Kind
said
of.
they loved you.
Yeah. It's like yes, but also no. But yes, it's complicated.
Do you love them?
I do
Are you in love with them?
think so.
Then why not? And besides the whole like I got your sister lost up from before.
I just, it's hard to sort of explain. The best way I can put it is we love each other, but we're
Mhm.
also allowed to love others.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I do that.
Okay. So it's not that hard to explain, turns out. Cool.
No, I
I've
feel
never
more
had
with
to
the
do
folk
it.
I
Like
want.
no one I don't make any like conversation about that to the rest of the conclave, so I've never had to really explain it. So that
Oh, you're
was
good.
pretty easy.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not. It might not be super easy with everyone else, but no. I guess it also depends on like the way you mean it. Do you mean like emotionally or physically, or both?
It's just more of a physical thing. More,
Alright.
yeah.
I mean, some people do with the emotional thing too. I don't. Mine's also all just the physical thing.
So it is a lot easier to explain. Huh. All right.
Also, I come from brothels, so it's kind of like
I've never
Here's the
been to
thing.
one.
I mean, they're hit or miss.
As in, like, they hit or
No, as in like some of them are great, and everyone who's there wants to be there, and others are full of slaves.
I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mhm, mhm.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did hear of a town that was near the road that had some slave stuff going on. Is it similar to that?
I don't know. I'd have to know more about your slave stuff you're talking about.
I don't. I never really left the road to go investigate it, but some city bordering the edge of the road, somewhere
On our
the
side or their side?
west side somewhere.
Oh, I don't know shit about that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well. Like literally, like we got teleported over there. It was like, oh hey, cool. I didn't know this really existed outside of random names.
It's pretty cool over there. Well, I don't know outside the road, but the road
So
itself
the
over there
woad
can
is
be
pretty cool, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like it, except for the whole like it was kind of like hunting us down part.
What did you guys do again? Was it something about burning a tree? Yeah.
Okay, so
Like I remember being told that one of your old party member burned a tree. I think it was.
no, not just a tree. It was more like I'm sorry, my brain is blanking. What is the name of the god that we pissed off, or that Anna pissed off?
The
Dawn
Dawn.
Watcher?
Aura.
The Dawn Watcher. Okay,
The Dawn-
I thought
Aura
it was
is
Dawn
the
Watcher.
god
Aura
that
is
Anna
the god,
pissed
yes.
off.
Aura is the god.
No, the Dawn Watcher.
Basically something.
So we kind of pissed off the Dawn Watcher, and by extension, also ended up super pissing off like the kind of guardian of the area. Her name is Aura, and he's the Dawn Watcher. And I don't know if you know anything of like them specifically, but Anna ended up kind of burning Aura's husband's tree because he's a piney, so he turned into a tree when he died. And that was really upsetting. And they were trying to dig up another person who was one of her friends because apparently he's like magic or something. Or Zamani's being like kind of like talking about the very basics on purpose.
It's a lot.
I think there's more, but like, yeah. And so because of that, everybody who was involved with that specifically didn't really leave a good impression, you could say. You get chased by a big tiger dragon thing?
Oh, but they're harmless. Honestly, I petted one once. Cutest thing ever.
Okay, probably, yeah, but they also have like 6-inch teeth. And they get angry and they have big wings and then they can fly and then they're kind of scary when they
don't get
want you
angry.
dead.
They're cute.
Maybe if they like you. Sure. They didn't like us.
I'll have to take you back there one day. Honestly, cutest things. Get them to trust you. They are adorable.
Sorry that
There is still definitely a chance they remove an arm. Anyway, moving on.
With surgical
I feel-
precision, no less.
Yeah. I feel bad that we haven't really like caught you up on things.
You
we
know,
don't
I've
really
been
know
flying by
what
the seat of my pants. It's crazy. Like, honestly, I did not expect to get pulled out of the fucking sky and then just
none of us expected that.
zapped.
Yeah. None of us expected that. The fact that magic like that exists.
But like,
terrifying.
y'all expected a lich, right? I didn't expect a lich.
We did know that there was a lich. And we kind of thought that you would have known that there was a lich too, because Jornvir knew that there was a lich. So that's kind of on him for not telling you. When it's on us, I feel like.
To be fair, I wouldn't tell me that either.
Fair. Why are you bad at keeping secrets or something?
No, I mean, I like fighting undead things. I'd want to probably see if I could fight him. I still kind of want to see if I can fight him, even though he killed me.
Technically, you already did.
Nah, I didn't. Like I woke up and he wasn't there anymore, so I don't know what y'all did, but the undead dude was fucking somewhere else.
Well, I mean, he'll be back, so
Yeah, they do that.
yeah, unfortunately.
Do y'all have a plan for that, or?
I don't. Because Cal looked into it but hasn't told us about that yet. Yeah. I don't know.
Cool, we'll have to get some more information about that thing, 'cause that seems important.
Definitely.
Alrighty,
It seemed like our conversations kind of drifts off a little bit.
And who's taking the last watch? Because the only way we can do it without
only need
people
4
need long
hours.
rests, so Calicindia might have to
Yeah.
solo bolo this.
I'll solo bowl it.
I'm willing to risk an exhaustion for the fucking vibe.
It's up to you.
Look, in character, I'll say yes. Out of character, I'll say no because I'm scared of the rolls that Samani had to make. Depends what Spain would do.
You-
Depends if he wants a rest. If he's feeling resty.
Spain would want to talk to Cal about what the fuck Cal was doing last session. I'm just
Remember,
trying to think whether or
get
not
your
he
long
needs to
rest, you will need to sleep.
Yeah.
So you won't get the long rest if you stay up.
Yeah. No, fuck it, I'll sleep.
We have like 6 nights worth of stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Plenty of time.
I'll take a nap. Take a big old, not permanent nap, but like a temporary nap.
So, Calicindia, by yourself.
Yep.
By
What dangerous things can
yourself.
happen to a madman by himself? Okay, that's absolutely trash. What is that all up? That is a 7 in total.
7. Peaceful
7.
night. Nothing you can see.
Cool. I imagine the others told me about the elves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're probably just watching the carts more than anything, just focused on that, if they were still around.
So, Calicindia,
Hmm.
you just check.
Yeah.
Sorry, blowing up. This is DMs right now.
Nope, I'm checking something I got Raph to do.
That's even scary. Eh.
No, it's fine. It was probably like make a tasteful art piece or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get the dogs
So-
out. Cool.
Calicindia, it's quiet, it's calm. There's like slight colder breeze, but it's winter.
Been having eaten a shale before. It's not too bad.
Your watch goes by without fail.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll
did
wake
you
everyone up
do-
in the
do
morning.
thing again?
Yeah, I need you to do that.
That's a
What?
better roll for better for worse. 18 on the die plus 3, fucking 21.
Anyone?
Can't remember how much. Is that
Anyway,
what 18 plus pretty.
It is, yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
So Svein
Even
sleeps.
looks right.
So 21. Mercasio Zamani, can you roll me with some saving throws?
Bah.
I guess you'll do now.
And Vijay, thank you for the tip. That roleplay was epic.
Oh,
Oh,
You said wisdom save, yeah? I'm good at these. I got a 12 with
Okay.
a natural 2 on the dice.
Oh,
And
I'm
Zamani.
not good at these. I got a 10.
So throughout this part of your night, you both begin to. A second. Just call her back. Sorry, missed call from that alert. Sharon's just gonna deal with it. Zamani, Mercasio, you both experience horrific nightmares throughout this night. A shared dream of sorts. You feel yourself hunted in the middle of the night. You run, but there is no end in sight. Something moves above the branches. You can't quite make out what it is. A shadowy figure. You are but prey in this moment. None of your abilities work. You both wake up, you get your long rest, but you get a point of exhaustion.
Wunderbar.
Look, Callum
one
was saying it. He'd
second.
been like, "Yeah, we had a great sleep. What are you doing there? Nothing."
that was great.
Nothing to worry
I had
about.
fun. I feel really full for some reason.
Yeah, just Merc bolt upright, just heavily breathing.
It's money in a cold sweat. Just like, a coffee. Upset. Don't like it. You look upset
Well, that
too.
was-
Did you also have a bad dream?
Yeah.
I'm
that
like
was
looking at Merc.
weirdly-
Because you were there in my bed dream. Was I there in your bed dream? Because I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore.
Yeah, you were there.
The fuck?
Okay.
Y'all
That
having
was
dreams
fucking
without
weird.
me?
Yeah,
The
The thing
nightmare.
I was gonna
chasing
say,
us.
normally it's me
canopy.
with the fucked up dreams, but apparently that's.
Yeah, lucky you.
I mean, this.
I mean, I
wouldn't
still
have
have the
called
normal
this.
ones, but
I wouldn't have called this fucked up by any means. Like, I've had much more fucked up dreams than this, but this was just exhausting and terrifying. It wasn't like kooky weird shit like, god stuff.
Well,
Or at least, old god stuff.
so, Svein, you
Hmm.
slept. All right then.
I'm fine. I actually feel really, really good. Yeah.
That's weird.
Kind of feel like I missed
Hmm.
out on something though.
Well, perhaps let
just
us know
being
if you-
hunted and not having anything that you can do work. So.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was
Maybe-
not fun.
And you had the same dream, it seems, from what you're both saying.
Yeah, Merc was there in mine.
Something was chasing us in the canopy. None of our magic would work.
So we had the same dream.
Yeah,
That's odd.
sounds like it.
Well, if anything changes or it happens again, just let us know. This is probably something to keep an eye on.
So
I
just
don't know.
to
Does
I'm
confirm,
this-
exhausted.
you said you've got weird dreams you're going on. This is not something to do with you then.
Me,
Is that how your dream shit works? Do you just fucking project them?
As someone who has had like the weird dying god dreams before because of cow stuff, did it feel the same or did it feel different?
Didn't feel the same.
It felt different.
And this might be a bit of a stretch, but location-wise, did the canopy look similar to this canopy? Or was it just malformed canopy like dream canopy?
Just dream canopy.
Okay.
Cage, you muted.
Oh no, I was just whispering to myself because I thought Dream Canopy was funny.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Sounds like a
when
cool
I said
style.
it, I was like,
Analogous dream canon.
So, the next day you set out to travel again. You have 5 more days of travel left.
Mhm.
Cool.
We can
Yeah.
start speeding this
Cal
up
be in the
unless people
back.
want to do specific things.
No,
I
Cal will be just being in the
wanna
back
learn
teaching
Elvish.
teaching Zamani basics of Elvish.
Well, roll me an intelligence check on the first day. Disadvantage because of your exhaustion.
Can I aid with this because I also speak Elvish?
I'll say you can You can't aid, but you could.
Yeah, I
I'll
did.
reduce the DC because of it.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Well, actually, give me an
Guidance is
intelligence
only
check
a
to see
minute,
what sort of
so-
teacher you are. Let's see if
who's
you aid or
driving
hold.
Who's driving the cart?
Actually, yeah, Mercat still has to drive the cart. How are you going to do that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, does Svein have better animal handling? Because ranger?
And Svein has a 3.
Merc's got a 5. Cool. Merc's driving the cart, whilst occasionally yelling out words
Yeah,
like
then the DC does
donut
not change.
and bruschetta in Elvish. Just random, like...
You're not
Horse.
helping, Mark. Shut up.
That's a very surface form of Elvish. I'm teaching, and this is the world below.
It's
that.
also not the same
Let's
dialect.
focus
It's
on it.
used. Merc
Yeah.
speaks like more modern Elvish of the service. Calazar speaks like the old Elvish of before.
We got Boomer
Yeah, so-
Elvish and
so-
Gen Z Elvish.
Yeah. Fucking Cal is speaking like real posh Elvish, and Merc's just like, oh yeah, you want some durries, mate?
Yeah.
Real bogan Elvish.
So, what's your intelligence check at disadvantage?
Well, I rolled an 18 and a 19,
Okay.
which is cool. And my intelligence is +8, so 26.
Your intelligence is not plus 8.
Nice.
Intelligence check.
Oh,
is your
oh,
intelligence modifier.
that is
No,
saving
fuck
through
it.
another
Fuck it.
thing.
Why not?
I'm
Plus
sorry,
eight
I said
intelligence.
wrong thing.
Wait, that's
My
not even
bad.
Cal, what the
Okay,
fuck?
okay, I apologize. Leave me alone. I'm trying
Zamani
to
is
do
probably
this.
smarter than Lezefican.
Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
fucking
No,
28
she's not.
intelligence.
Supposed to. Okay.
Just
Okay, that's still good though.
It's
That's
not 20.
really good.
So you start grasping the basics pretty well. Calazar starts bringing you through the alphabet, getting you familiar with the script and the sounds each Elvish letter makes. It's different. It's far more of a like fluid language that kind of flows into each other to form very kind of long words. But it's not hurting your brain yet.
Yay.
Yeah.
So the second day, I assume you once again set up your hunting stand.
Do I need a roll to find a place?
Please, yes.
There are
That's a
suddenly
nat
no
one.
trees in the forest.
Net 1 for a total of 9.
That's
You find a very, very nice large rock that you feel like you could hide behind.
My spell still works
Not
on
a rock.
rocks.
I know it doesn't.
It's not a rock. Watch it be like you think it's a rock, but it's actually a rock.
No,
a
no.
big fucking
What
bird.
is? Yeah, I was gonna say it's a rock, not a rock. Yeah.
We've already dealt with that. Stop.
On
will
the second
build
night,
my-
I just read the script.
I'm just going to roll general for the entire thing because I don't want to roleplay each day is an hour and 20 minutes. Because
Yeah, fair.
I quiet night. The money. Can you do that same thing again for me?
Okay. Okay. In order, right?
In order, please.
Is this good or
Watch
bad?
this just be fucking what's his name? Teethan just in a bar just doing like rock, paper, scissors or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is good or bad.
It's great.
I don't like this.
That's okay. I'm okay with you not liking this.
I'm scared.
Good.
Look,
Just
historically,
confirming
there's
it's
nothing to be
now-
scared about.
The 4th of
I
Rethiel?
I don't know if this is good or bad, but I'm rolling really good and I don't like it.
Okay, next day of travel.
Ah! Dead!
Did we want to roleplay at night?
If you want to do watches, you can. If you want to do an hour and 20 minutes per night for 6 nights, but we're not ending till we get to Burton.
Svein just wants to yell at Cal for being a dick to him for no reason.
Yeah, if you want to do that, you can do that. We can have that as our night tonight.
To be fair, episode 1 of Spain was a lot more of a cocky bastard
Yeah.
than he is
He was.
now.
He was a lot more cocky, and then he immediately got humbled. Like,
Yeah,
We ego checked Spain pretty quick. We ego checked him hella quick.
There's just out here being like ego check. Let's go.
Bro got told that everything was a lie and the world is fake, and he's just like, fuck. Anyway, Spain and Cal need to have a convo because Cal was being mean and Spain is crying on the inside.
Then do it.
Look, no one knows Svane's a softie on the inside besides Kanazumani.
Merc. Merc knows it.
Everybody except for Cal knows this, actually. at this
Yeah,
point.
basically.
Are you ready to know this,
Roll
Cal?
Oh yeah, I'm really ready to know this.
So,
Roll the save.
Cal, Svein, having their watch, go to the scene. Memeing done.
Spain, snot dripping down his face, ugly crying.
No.
So, Cal, what the fuck was that couple of days ago? What was that all shit about?
I mean, back at the keep with Teethan and all that.
Yeah, you came really aggressively for me for out of nowhere.
I do apologize. I didn't intend for it to be quite as serious as that. It was more so I believe what the word Mercestial and Samana used was sass. Not exactly what I would have
Yeah.
gone for, but a bit more
You
of
know
a
that-
humorous take, which I apologize
Look, if
if
you-
it did not come off as such to you. I think Teethan left a bit too far forward.
If you
Immediately.
want to be sassy and just let me know. It's damn. That's all I gotta say. Like that. Damn.
Apologies, Svein, but at least from what I've seen from the conversations we've had, you've always been very self-assured, shall we say, in the polite sense.
I mean, are
Very
you not?
outspoken in your own capabilities.
I've seen you do the shit you do. How are you not confident?
I am confident in mine. No, I said, but I mean, in terms of you, I didn't think it would be quite as much as of an issue. Which is, I
mean-
apologize.
I mean, it was just out of nowhere. I didn't expect it from you. I'll be honest. That was what took me back the most. Is you seem pretty. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. You seem pretty reserved. I did not expect you to come out with that.
Accurate, I suppose. But you
Is this something I
also
should
seem to be
expect
the
in the
type of
future,
person
or-
to be open towards banter, humor, that sort of thing.
Look, if I know it's coming, I just again did not see that coming from you. I fully didn't expect you to make a single funny joke the entire time we were together. You keep it a buck.
That's fair. I mean, the main jokes I've heard from you was on that bad joke competition, none of which would I, describe as good, but that's another issue entirely.
Well, they were a bad joke competition. I mean, that was the whole point of it.
Right. My point is, though, Sven, I do apologize for any insult done to you there.
Ah, shit, you're good.
I'm glad to hear it. I do respect you and your capabilities. I do want you to know that.
I appreciate it.
I hope you've been all right post the conclave and everything that happened there.
Yeah, but, I'm trucking.
Living life, as they would say.
Carton. That's what I'm doing. Carton along.
Right. Garden along. That's fair. I am.
Yeah, I can't say it's exactly amazing feeling rejected by your entire previous family, but we move on, I guess,
I guess. Although it's not something I can imagine would be too easy to move from. I know if my family rejected me, I would be devastated and heartbroken and have a lot on my mind, but we do barely know each other, and I respect that. But
You
as
respect that we
you
barely know
said-
each other?
yes, and that you may not want to say too much to someone you barely know.
I tend to go with the philosophy of if I want people to trust me, like you guys, it's better to be honest. Hence why I was pretty straightforward with who I was.
That's fair.
So
Good luck with
If you
keeping
wanna-
on tracking with
if you want to
it.
be honest with me, that'd be pretty cool too.
About what exactly?
I don't know, just you again, you're very reserved and you're very powerful from the looks of it. You've got some weird shit going on with your eyes, but I'll be honest, the star lists aren't something I'm too familiar with. So this is again, the name Starless implies
Right.
lack of stars. The eyes go against that for the most part. And I've seen you gain them when you use weird, freaky shit. Well, I didn't see you use weird. I saw you have them after that Lich fight. So I assume.
There's a
Did you
bit
kill the
going on
Lich to
there.
get stars? Is that something you did?
Not, you know what? I'll start from the beginning. I'll just brief rundown of Starless, as
Cool.
I don't think Des wants to roleplay this, but Cal will just start, just explain to Svein just a bit about the Starless, general culture and stuff, and the stars and blah blah blah. But yeah, probably just spend a bit of the night just discussing, going through all that.
So, when the night comes down, Svein, you bed down. Can you roll me just a D100?
Me? Absolutely.
What's with these dice rolls?
I don't feel them.
no,
I don't feel the dice. I rolled 2.
2.
2.
So, as you bed down,
That's a good number.
the moon's above you, Caelid in a waning crescent and a Bruges in a waxing crescent. On the cusp of dreams, when your conscious meets your subconscious meets your unconscious, you hear a voice lightly call out to you, fairly feminine. It just goes, "Oh, fair progeny, perhaps you will be the one to find me."
Fuck.
And you fall asleep.
Hold on, can you pad that out?
Is it, oh, fair progeny, you may be the one to find me.
Fuck, it's a progeny.
Like a descendant.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
shit.
But the next day comes too, it's cold, it starts snowing.
Look, I still have my cold weather gear from Inishale. I'm ready to go.
And you're,
Yes, I'm-
you're out here.
Bro, I
Ryan.
don't have sleeves.
I'll lend some
But
of
we
it. I
still
imagine
have-
there's quite a bit of the cold weather gear, so like we won't need all of it because it's not quite as cold. So I give some to Svein.
Do we still
2
have
days
the
of
horse blanket?
Yes. So
For
on your
stupid
travel,
fucking
you
carpet.
make your way quite close, almost where Irisphere is. Today's travel is cold, it's driving through a lot of slush with the carriage. The horses seem unhappy, but you keep the pace.
Mhm.
Unless people wish for me to stop for roleplay, we can continue on for your next night of sleep. Which I'll say you're getting very close to Britain. I no longer will need checks for survival to see finding a place. However,
one thing which
Oh, no,
Sorry.
go ahead, AJ.
One thing which is just very quick, just every single morning, Merc would have been up for the sunrise and been praying to Celelio, as well as the other 4 gods, or the other 3 gods, every morning, but specifically sunrise for Celelio.
Also,
That's
just
perfect.
while we're here as well, since we're got a quick little break here, I'm going to also mention Corvusith to both Merc and Cal, just to see if they have any recognition of him.
No.
Cool.
Have I
No.
heard of an old language though, like the old tongue, anything like that?
Roll me a history check.
Can I as well, since I'm proficient?
What's your history modifier?
+6.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Oh, that's really good. That's a 9. That's a 30 all up. 19 plus
Guidance
11.
on myself. 17 plus 6 is maths. 23.
23.
Good.
And guidance?
Yeah, that's in total.
23 is not
That's
enough.
with guidance. Cool.
Um,
No idea.
Calicindia with a 30, you do recall vaguely there is beings known as the Fanes of the Woad. You know these. The languages of the hags, the witches, is considered the old tongue of the first inhabitants of Quentis before humanity came over.
Yes, I haven't heard of that name, but I've heard of the old tongue though. That's used to refer to the first inhabitants of the world, those that were there long there before humanity in any form inhabited it.
Ooh,
Wow,
we'll take a note of that. Put that in the back
That's-
pocket for later.
that's really old stuff. Must have some very old books down in there. What university? What did you call it?
Well, the main one is Narkanath University.
Yeah, that
That's where I
one.
studied.
Wonder how much tuition is.
If you're a prince,
Free
it's
for me.
free.
The cost is probably just traveling to the world below.
No,
which is
you all
cost
get it
enough, I
free
think.
because you all have to do your Karzun Veer. You have to do 15 years mandatory military service.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
So it's kind of like America in that way.
Looking a little
What?
bit. It's also a religious state full of fanatics.
So yeah, it's
Kind of
America.
like America in that
Kind
way.
of like America in that way. So, Samadi,
Seriously?
while I have you there for this night, can you do the same thing again?
Can I have like a hint?
No.
If I'm doing
No,
good
gamer,
or
I'm
bad?
sorry.
Can I have a hint and just not tell
I
Jen?
have so much anxiety, Jess.
Good.
That's not painted well, and I never noticed.
What should be like, I don't know, Marek just killing and resurrecting the same zombie grunt.
No.
It's like, what? What? But yeah, if Svein is an early riser, he would notice that Merc is making 4 distinct prayers every morning, even though you'd only see 2
Spain is not
medallions.
an early riser.
Cool. Easy. Ignore
He's
that.
not like a
then,
late riser. but
Okay,
he's
thank
not,
you.
Not crack of dawn for sure. He's
Cool.
a little after.
On the next day of travel.
More Elvish, please.
Yes, more Elvis legends. Continue.
Buzz.
More elvish ones?
Elvis lessons. Let's go.
Do I need to roll
Leave me
again?
alone.
So, as you all begin passing this area, the smoke still visible on the distance. You can detour if you want to see it. You're passing very closely by the ruins of Irisvir.
That's where we stopped by before, right?
Well, Irisvir is up
That's
on
the-
this little island, so this cliff
Yeah.
face. So you don't have to stop there, but you can see the smoke from the distance. It's still smoldering.
The town is still smoldering, or the ruins
yes.
are smoldering? Okay.
No, this is the ruins where the town where Gromathir kind of wrecked
Yeah.
house.
If I have my dates correct, it is currently Vorsen, so the
Yes.
6th, which is the start of the week. Therefore, I would assume I'm Grave Domain.
Yes.
Am I experiencing any pull or connection to a place where a bunch of people died?
You would be if their bodies were still there.
Okay. Cool. Just, Merc was sort of just saying, like, feeling if there was any connection with Zagolia, any souls that were misplaced or misguided.
It's another Thunvale, right? Because it got eviscerated, the whole town,
I'm more
by
concerned
somebody
that,
who is connected with.
I'm more concerned the fact that it may be raised as undead and then just moved out of there and just waiting somewhere.
Spain knows none of this.
Should we check?
Yeah.
Perhaps we should just
It feels
scout
like
around a little bit.
Do you want me to
What's
do
he
a
talking
flyby?
about?
was... Sorry.
I prefer if we
Svein.
stay together.
This place is the place that Gromathir attacked and became a lich at, we believe. I think
No,
is
he was
what
already a
our
lich.
You
understanding
don't
is.
know.
Already a lich? Well,
You
I'm
don't know.
not sure. Anyway, he fucked up this entire settlement. It used to do like horse races and shit, and now smoke. But I don't
How's
know.
it go,
How's your,
Sam?
Scouts ahead.
The person who you met at. Sorry.
There you go.
Ariel key.
Yeah, it says like tells you the person you met at Ariel. He's originally from here. He lived here before, and he had a sanctuary for hurt magical creatures, basically. And they all got killed as well, and that's why he's with us now. But Garmathir is his brother, who's the lich.
God, that's unfortunate.
And
This happened
since-
in this major city's backyard,
Correct.
and we have decided to live in this in this country.
We already lived here before that.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
We didn't
I just
decide to
figured-
move after.
I just figured you maybe picked it because the cost of the land went down because the lich fucking blew up a town. But
As you,
sure.
as you do closer, you start noticing clear signs of military presence because you did tell them about what happened here, so
Mhm.
there is
Yeah.
presence sifting through the rubble.
We check in. Maybe not you. I point at Merrick.
Well, I mean, it's not that
You're
we're
still super
interfering with
banished.
anything.
Yes,
I'm
but
banished from the castle, but they would still probably recognize me.
They probably would, but your reputation is greatly diminished at this point. So I'm just saying.
I'll
they
stay
might
with the
not talk
horses
to
if you
us.
want to walk off, then fine. I'll look after inflation and even.
You're
I'm
trying to say that
be
in like
mean.
the
I'm
sad
just trying
voice.
to say that
Inflation.
they might not talk to us if they think that associating with someone who is basically banished on penalty of capture or death if you end up showing your face in there.
I mean, some of them might respect me for breaking Ridiculia's nose.
I imagine some of them may also be in his pocket, considering
That's alright.
his position.
You guys do what you wish. I will stay with the horses and look after them. Sound good?
Thank you.
Alright.
I feel like it would be best if you probably talk to them. I've turned to Cal.
Right.
I was gonna say, you tell Merc not to, and then you tell her to, and then I'm like, wait, no, hang on, you said to Cal.
No.
So you get closer, you see various like very like quick thrown up walls around the city, high enough that from where your perspective is, you can't see any of the rubble or ruin, but you can see just like the lazy smoke that's still coming off of it, smolder of the buildings.
Right. Coming closer, do we see like people stopping us type of thing?
Yeah, as you get closer, there's kind of a clear designated like entry point, and there's two guards that one of them raises his hand to like stop you.
Greetings.
Sorry, Ears Video is actually it's gone. You can't go in.
Yes. I am Prince Calasindia, Thalcalzia. It was us who reported this incident here to the king.
Right. Do you have papers to prove that?
I'm afraid I do not have any such papers on me. Actually,
do
I'm
much
curious,
for you.
did Everett give out some sort of paper about Ariel Keep, about the land or anything like that? Or
Yeah, but that is in RIL with their advisors.
yeah.
You
I'm
literally
also
have
just
nothing on you to prove that you are who you say you are.
Yes, because Screw disintegrated me and I lost
Yes.
all of my non-magical
Yes.
items, including anything like that.
You're
But
correct.
Also, he's a starless elf, so I
Yeah.
feel like
I'm
Like-
And now there's many
How many-
Stardust Elf that pass through here.
that's fair.
right. I could contact Ruvendir, the court mage, if you wish him to verify me.
Sure, but without paperwork, I can't really let you in.
Just tell us this much at least. Is everything all right in there, as opposed to potential hazards occurring? Or
Well, yeah, as
Dangerous.
much as it can be. It's a lot of rubble.
all right.
No bodies, which is probably shouldn't be saying that.
So they've
No,
been
but
raised
I
by the
expected.
drum.
We have a lich situation, so perhaps it's best for you guys to move along.
Oh, we know. We killed him yesterday.
Hmm.
Or we killed him a
Yeah.
few days ago.
Don't
Keep
think
doing
that
your job.
is-
Thank you. What is your name, by the way?
My name is Gareth.
Well, thank you, Gareth.
Keeping the country safe.
Keep doing your job.
So you walk away as he turns to the other guy, and you just hear him under his belly. He's like, "Fucking traveling, bitch.
What
Sightseers."
call us travelers? Hold on a minute.
You are denied entry because you have no writ of.
Yeah, I
Ability.
realized that upon Upon when you
So-
sound like, wait, everything got disintegrated by Screw. I
So
have
guys,
no-
what was the plan going up there? We seem to have a plan, and it immediately stopped.
Plan was to get
No, I wasn't.
information.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did we get the information we're after?
We got confirmation that there are no bodies, so they'll probably
Hmm.
all of them have been raised. Yeah.
That was the main
Cool,
thing
is
I
there
wanted to
any-
have verified.
Cool. Nothing else I need to know. Fantastic. Cool.
There is also a set of ruins underneath the city that I will be returning to
Not-
at some stage.
Not underneath the city.
You have to go around.
Well, a bit out
to
of the
the
city,
coast.
but probably continue underneath if the size of them, as I
I
believe.
was just because it took us hours to get there last time because we went through the forest and then we went down a cliff and then we went across a bow and then we went up at the cliff.
But very close to the city, beneath.
Right, you have to go around, but
cliff
it
sides.
does actually lead
Oh,
back
it
to
does.
the
How-
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so
Hell,
for
sorry.
reference, Aerosphere is like here, and the ruins are like here.
Cal, question:
Could
How
you do that
common
again? I
knowledge is
didn't
the
see
ruins?
anything.
Ruins.
It's not very common knowledge at all.
Thank you.
Besides this party here, I think Kelsier is the only one.
Would Kelsey's brother know? Because if I just put it out there, if you needed to hide an undead army, put it in a hole in the ground that no one knows of.
I don't think he would have told his brother. From what I understand of
You-
their meeting, it was very short.
You can also probably sending him. You have Kelsey in your book, so you can ask
I
him
can.
quick if Kelsey knows.
However, it was also very difficult to reach. It would be hard to easily move an army in and out, which would work in its favor, but
You did have to take
I'm-
a boat and then climb a mountain.
I'm more concerned where they may be if they're not there.
And yeah.
That's my first thought is if, assuming the Lich knows about the ruins, I personally wouldn't be surprised if there was shoved in there until they were needed.
Right.
Why not just send Kelsey a quick sending to ask if Gromather knows about if he knows if Gromather knows about the ruins?
Certainly. I'll just open the book, Kelsey's page. Yanzia, this may seem a little out of the blue, but have you told Romathir when you met him about the ruins at Irisphere?
A message comes back. I'm very busy right now. No, I can't really talk. Sorry.
Ask him if
Thank you.
everything's okay.
I hope everything's going all right.
It's ignored.
Why
He
is
seems
he
busy. I
Literally said
imagine
can't talk.
he's got his hands very busy with Zelly at the moment. Cal just, without saying anything though, just like flips over to Vocatil's page and just writes in there, just checking in, given it's been a few days. Is everything still going all right at the keep?
Yes, my liege. Everything is going perfectly.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Right.
So just to
I
confirm,
imagine it is.
we're not ruling out the possibility that the Lich knows there's ruins.
Oh, no, absolutely. Although he wouldn't be able to open it. It is merely just a small...
Does it like
Not
lock
small.
at the front of the thing, or is it like something before the ruins, or?
There's a cave entrance, a small series of tunnels, and then there's a blocked passageway that will be open to myself, considering things we did further up north, but it
Are you
would
sure
not be
about that?
open to anyone else.
So
Yes, I am sure. Thank you, mysterious voice in my head.
I will
Also,
say a pound of flesh
illusion-
in an initial will lift the veil.
We'll lift the veil, but
Also-
Calcind is assuming that it hasn't just opened for everyone. It's still very much like upon arrival. So that's what he's operating on.
The
Well,
Can you
it's a lot of
repeat what Cal
assumptions.
said? Because I need to get that back in my mind because there's a lot of things that just said all of a sudden.
Yeah. Cal said basically like there's an entranceway to the cave, and then there's a few tunnels that run through it, a few small, larger openings within the cave.
There's also a golem.
Yes, there is the guardian there.
I imagine a Lich probably won't have much trouble dealing with some golem. I'm
No.
just going to assume that you don't need to put it in the ruins themselves. The cave will do. So, if hypothetically
Mhm.
the undead is in there, it's a pretty decent place to put them, at least temporarily or until they're needed. But good thing to think about.
we
Um,
assume that you guys are back at the cart by now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we would have
We-
walked
we-
and talked
we
down
would've-
to you.
Yeah, have the whole conversation in the car.
It's just like you're getting ready to literally Svein is saying this as he's
Yeah.
casting to get his thing.
I mean,
How much
Considering-
time would it take to go check it out?
Fair
Yes.
bit, because you would have to get on a boat. You'd have to sail around.
What if it was just me
Macastil-
and I flew?
Please.
No, I'm just asking.
No, I know, but it would take a few hours. It would take a few hours after your journey. Because it was like 3-4 hours walk anyway to the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was just wondering, because like I'm
Also,
probably the stealthiest in the group.
there was also the illusion over the front of the cave entrance, which made it just look like a part of the cliff. So there's that as well, which, you know, an illusion to a mage is basically like a sheet over the front of the cave saying, hey, this is an illusion. But still.
Merc, do you have the components for scrying? I assume this would have come up if you did, but
I haven't had the money.
right,
It's like
People keep
1,000
dying,
gold.
and diamonds are expensive.
they are. No, it was just a question thrown out there because if you did, you could look in the cave without us having to go there.
Yeah, no, I need a crystal ball or a spyglass worth 1,000 gold. Also, another thing that, you know, might be a good thing to look out for is a bowl encrusted with jewels. If we find anything of that worth, then I can prepare quite the meal. That'll actually, like, it's a magic meal. It's not just I cook, because I can't really cook.
Right,
But,
I was gonna
it's,
say.
you know, it's God. It's a God feast.
Cool meal.
Mm-hmm. Very
It's
expensive.
a God feast. A hero's feast. Since,
Second
you know,
ratatouille.
that's what we are.
But I suppose it is a possibility to keep in mind, especially considering that as I said, I do intend to return to those ruins.
Sure.
What's the timeline looking like for our little adventure? Obviously, Thimvel is high priority.
Mhm.
When we come back, we're coming back this way. We just hit up on the way back, or are we going somewhere else?
I imagine we'll
And
pass through Burton first.
Yeah, we could.
And if we're in
on the way
Burton, we
back,
may
we
as well
just-
come this way,
Yeah,
so we can
cool,
swing.
right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, so as you all bed down for the night, is there any roleplay wishes to happen?
I'm too filled with anxiety.
Perfect.
wow, Des, you must be doing something
Yes, I
like very, very
I
well.
I
for
kind
Jen
of
not
want to
to
roleplay with
roleplay.
Merc because just for the sake of roleplaying, but also there's nothing like important to talk about, so I won't worry
we
about
can
it.
do it on the next night if you want.
Hmm.
We can do it this night. It's up to you.
There's nothing important really. It's just basically Svein just talking to Merc. There's no real things. We can do it either night. I don't mind.
Okay.
I'm easy either way.
So, as you all bed down for the night, taking various watches, following morning, the snow has gotten a lot worse. It's very cold. You all wake up one by one. Alexander, as you wake up, Samani is cold to the touch. Samani will not wake up.
Me?
Zamani has no pulse. And that's where we're going to take a break.
I've been rolling my own death saves?
So, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. We'll see you soon. Okay, we are back. So, in the middle of the night, as Zamani sleeps, everything goes cold. A deep, rumbling voice comes through to your mind, Zamani. Failure. This entire time, you have been worth nothing. A single soul. Ones that were forced. You have been given too much free rein. You need to learn your place. As you see the familiar halls, unfortunately, of the Lord of Disintegration. You go out there looking for hope. You go looking for ways to get rid of me. As you feel, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw as he is pushing into your mind to try and figure everything since the last time he's brought you here.
That's fair. Nat 20.
For total love?
My wisdom modifier is... It's probably not going to be enough, honestly. 22.
Not enough
You
for
said-
an archdevil.
Yeah, I did think so.
That's right. You take 66 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
As everything, you see, you try and focus your mind, but then flashes of everything recently that's coming through has happened. As he looks with disdain and disgust. A child, then. 12 souls in one. Seems like a worthy trade. As you see, he opens up this rift, and you see Ariel, a glistening starlight. And you see Zelly just walking around the room, and you hear a voice echo through that wall. And it's very sweet and soft, almost like a lighter version of your own. It goes, "What would you give to save your mother? She's in grave danger right now." You hear her go back. "Who is this?" "Oh, my sweet child, this is but a friend of the money. She is gravely wounded right now, but with your power of your soul, I can save her. You need only give me permission to let me in."
Leave her alone.
"Wait, Zamami's hurt?" As he turns back to you, go, "I've given you chance after chance.
You haven't given me a job. You just
You
sent me out.
bring
You didn't tell
souls.
me what to do.
You don't have what it takes, but if we get them when they're young, I can mold them to be what I need."
She's been through enough.
The voice through in Ariel keep one more time. "We must hurry, otherwise she will not make it." As the Lord of Disintegration then speaks to you. "Your powers would be better fit elsewhere. You have 12 days for 12 souls. Bring me them or it's hers." Mani goes catatonic. You are no longer there. It is about 5-6 hours into the morning. The party. What would you have been trying to do to help Zamani in this time?
Hal would be trying everything. Like, he would be holding Zamani, just trying everything he can do, just to... Spells, just whatever.
Mark off any spell slots you wish to try.
Yeah. And just praying constantly, just begging for something to happen.
Nothing works.
Merc can try one thing.
Okay.
One thing that she can do, and that's divine intervention. Bring her back to us, please. Lady of the Graves. Oh, damn. Okay. That is a 3 on the dice.
So, as you feel the divine intervention come through, there is a sorrowful voice that comes through. I can do many things, Mercestiel, but her soul is not mine to guide. Her soul is signed for. I cannot bring her back. She is
Help
claimed.
her.
She is
Please.
beyond my help. She has signed it away. I apologize, but there is no grace in her afterlife. There is only pain.
This is not fair.
Devils rarely
It's
are.
not fair. Thank you for these words. Thank you for trying.
A few hours of panic pass for the Kingfishers. We'll bring her somewhere to get her fixed. Somewhere out there can fix her. And about 6 hours into the day, as you cradle Zamani, tears down your face, Calicindir. What if you swapped with her? What if?
Do I hear that?
This is your own intrusive thoughts. It's another voice in your head.
Are you referring to what I think you're referring to?
She's not worth it.
I could, though. I do have the capability.
Are you voicing this out loud, sorry, or are you thinking to yourself?
Thinking to himself.
Cool.
Almost trying, like, conversing inside his head.
Yeah. Yep.
Stone cold
I try
dead.
to.
Just a
I
distraction.
could, though. No, but I know that I can. The shards, at the very least. I can try.
She's not worth it.
She's worth it. I don't know who you are, what you're doing in my head, but you are not me.
I am you. I
I
am
am
what you
not.
really think.
And tell me, what do I really think?
You think of divinity. You think of bringing back what our purpose is.
And tell me how this stops that from happening. Tell me how this infringes on that in any way.
She would never forgive you. It
I
costs
think she
too
would.
much.
I think it doesn't cost enough.
As you're saying this, it's struggling with your own internal thoughts. You feel like a twitch in your arms as you look down, and Samani's eyes are fluttering open before you even have a chance to decide.
Zamani? Zamani, please. Are you there?
Hi. Yes.
What happened? Are you alright? Do you need anything? What's going on?
Who does it? Is it always?
Samani, you see, only to you, an ethereal mark on Calicindir's, kind of chest, just below his throat.
Do I know what that means?
It's a very similar symbol to the Lord of Disintegration. You look around, you see one on Svein, and you see one on Mercestiel.
1, 2, and 3.
I
Samani.
hate this piece of shit.
You were dead for hours now.
It
For
feels
all
like it.
intents and purposes.
Yep. I'd rather be at this point.
Not even the gods could help you.
Of course they couldn't. They're not in charge. She's like very much like
Is
not. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, she's... Yeah.
Is there anything you can tell us?
I've been given the worst ultimatum of existence, and I don't know what to do.
Is Zamani looking at us, or is she trying to like not look at those symbols and stuff?
Up to Zamani.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
You can tell like when she looked at you guys like the first time that like I would say like she's kind of had not quite in her right state of mind, so you would have noticed like her eyes go wide for a second and then like just a sense of dread before she like quickly tried to cover it up.
I would just keep on holding the money. Whatever you do decide upon, I'll be supporting you. I do not know what it would be.
She kind of actually like pulls away from him a bit and she like puts a hand on his cheek and she goes, "No, you wouldn't." She just kind of like, is the top of the cart like canvas or is it like solid wood? Because in my mind it was always wood.
It's solid wood. It's got a solid frame to it.
Cool. She's actually gonna like climb out and just go sit up there for a little bit.
Yeah. As you begin to pass people, there's very few people on the roads, but you're passing Arsfall, there's other people. Everyone you lay your eyes on has a mark just at the base of their throat.
Okay, so it's not like specifically individuals, it's just a certain number of them.
It's a vital
They're
point.
potential souls. Yeah.
I know, and at least up to this point, I don't know if things have changed, but Burton does sentence people to death.
Burton does sentence people to death for execution, yes. They do. For certain crimes.
Do I know if that's a common occurrence?
It's in Shadowshore they actually for big crimes, yeah, they literally have a soul shattering weapon in the Shadowshore prison. Yeah, if you watch the world building streams, you'd know this.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Okay, the world building streams happen when I'm in class, so
Just fucking snap, crackle, pop those souls. Hot damn.
it's so far away.
They have something that kills regardless, and it makes sure you cannot have an afterlife. It is the worst sentence you can get in Burton.
Okay.
Oof.
So normally do they have a death sentence? They have like the worst possible thing as well. On top
They
of
have
that,
a no afterlife for you sentence.
Because Amani's like immediately trying to think a way like that she can do the least harm possible and still get the job done.
Yeah, that's fair.
See the
So
way that
it
she
is.
looked at us.
It has been since that happened. It was 1, 2, 3.
4 days.
It was on the 4th night, so it was on the morning of the 6th that you wake up. So you have until the 18th. Please mark that
and
down.
Des,
Yes.
because my divine intervention worked, but my god couldn't do anything, does that still use it up in terms of a week recharge?
Um.
Because it succeeded, but my god couldn't help.
I'll say no, since basically that you tried, but it didn't succeed. It was the God answering your prayer, just saying, "I can't do this." So I'm not. I like they're not expending power.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Do I know if it applies to undead?
Undead do not have souls.
Do I know if Zilly has to give permission for it to work?
You saw Zelly give permission.
No, I saw them ask Zelly. Zelly didn't say anything in
Okay.
reply.
You don't know if she gave permission.
Don't forget you've got the stone.
I know. I'm just thinking about the potential repercussions of using it.
No, all good, all good. I was just.
No, you're fine. I'm just stressed and mad and angry
Yeah.
and pissed at Des.
Yep, and
I don't know what
think
I did.
We're all. Well,
You know what
I'm
you
trying
did.
to help.
You know
Trying to help
exactly
you.
what you did. You have
Remembering
had me on an
abilities and things.
anxiety high for the last 2 hours. You know exactly what you did.
All about the build-up.
Hey, it was a beautiful build-up, but also oof.
Shut up.
Maybe oof more than oof.
Like, I use the stone regularly to talk to Zelly.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like it would be a horrible idea to do that still?
There's only one way to find out.
I hate you. No, I'm not going to do it. Because I saw what happened last time I tried to do anything and he fucking murdered.
Doesn't matter. You do get a reply, not a reply, a sending on the stone to you, though.
Okay.
It is a very sad. You can almost hear the tears in her voice go. Actually, no, you would have had it. No, you would have woken up, so. Sending stone. I would say, because she tried sending you and it wouldn't have worked. So she's already
Oh.
tried today.
But I didn't have the stone with me. They had it because I didn't physically get transported, so they would have heard the stone have a message.
Would have
come
been in
through.
your bag, would have been muffled, but I think among the trauma of everything, they wouldn't have heard.
Can you stop?
No.
Can I have something, please?
Not today.
I mean, Merc does have pretty damn good perception. If
I'll
you'd
say-
allow it.
In the chaos of it all, I will say it wouldn't have worked.
So
Cool.
I couldn't use it either way.
Not today. You'll be able to use it tomorrow, or she'll use it tomorrow.
Can I tell if it's been expended?
Yeah, I'd say you could, actually.
Okay. So Maya like pokes her head in the tent and goes, Zilly tried to contact it. Did no one hear?
Heard nothing.
Contact you how?
I like hold out the stone.
What the fuck y'all keep that?
I mean, we were focused on trying to bring you back.
Mm.
Like, you were stone dead.
Okay.
Dead,
And she
dead,
just
dead.
like goes back up on top of the tent. I'm
Do
sulking.
you want me
with
to
you.
contact?
Huh?
I mean, I could send her a message. Like, it's not just exclusively
Yes.
rock-based
Ask her-
messages.
Yes. Ask her if she's okay.
Nice.
Tell her not to trust
Um,
strangers.
Nice.
Time for a lesson on stranger danger, gang.
Cool. So Svein would see, because Svein hasn't seen it yet, just this little rosebud just grow from inside of Merc's sleeve. And she'll talk into it like the old-fashioned telephones. And just be like, Zelly, thought we'd check in. Hope everything's okay. Zamani says don't trust strangers.
The message comes
Have a
back
good day.
very frantic. Is she okay? The angel said she'd be okay if I did what she said.
The angel said that she'd be okay if she did what the angel said.
I love you, but you're a piece of shit, Tess.
I'm sorry, but what can I do? Like, Lord Disintegration, gotta do what I gotta do.
That's what she said. Do you want to reply?
Yes. Ask
Okay.
her what angel. What did she say? What did you do?
What did the angel say, Zelly? What angel?
And what did you say? Both.
And what did
Everything.
you say him to return?
Yeah, technically, for sending sound, the noise doesn't come through. The sending sound just allows you to cast a spell targeting a creature, so no one would have heard it. Like, it's not like an
Okay.
audible thing.
Okay.
It doesn't go.
So, what did you say, AJ? What did you ask?
I said, what angel? What did they say? What did you say?
He said Zamani was hurt and that I could save her. I just had to let them use my power.
has she answered, what did you say?
She's a bit frazzled right now. She's not quite cohesive.
She said you were in danger or something. The angel just needed to use her power to help you, is what was
Did
said.
she let that happen?
I mean, I could do another spell if you would like. Hang on, give me a sec.
Question real
Zagolia,
quick. Does
bless me.
Yeah.
if she runs away, if she jumps through, do I know if she'd be safe?
If she's signed her soul, there's nowhere safe.
Right, so Merc quickly prayed to Zagolia to harness divine power to get her third level back, and then
I'm sorry.
immediately spent said third level and said, what did you actually say, though? This is very important, Zelly.
I said she could use my power. I don't want to lose her. I love her.
And Merc will say exactly that. Sorry, Zamani.
I'm about to get banished from Burton. I just won't let you all know that.
Zamani, you try and see if you can use any of your magic to summon the bow. You have 3 levels in assassin right now.
I'm level 3.
You have 3 levels in assassin right now.
Hit points and stuff say the same, though, I would assume.
Hit points say the same. You're just locked out of all your warlock abilities until you prove your worth again.
Piece of shit.
It's been a long time since you sent any souls to...
Every time I kill someone, I send a soul.
You haven't killed anybody with a soul.
I haven't been attacked by anybody with a soul.
This is
The
why
liches
we
have
need more
souls, and
combat.
you can just farm souls off the lich.
We could go disrupt some crime in Burton.
Vigilante justice.
I mean, we sure we could, but
You don't have to come. But I have to.
Can I get some explanation what's happening exactly? I'm really out of the loop on this.
My soul is
Zamani's
traded away
patron. Yeah, that.
to an asshole. And he already knows how I feel, so it doesn't matter if I say it or not. And
Do
so
you
now
need a
I have
weapon?
to,
Or are you good?
I have to go kill 12 people, or else he's going to take Sally from me.
Do you need a weapon? And what people are we killing?
I'd like to kill bad people if I can. I don't want to.
We can work that out.
Now, I am sort of semi-official, kind of close to the court of Burton. I should not be overhearing some of this. However,
You didn't hear
You-
anything.
You didn't hear shit. You were fine.
however, we do know that there is some petals that operate close to the dock area, or have
killing
before in the
petals
past.
Make me absolutely joyous right now. The only problem is, I got nerfed.
It's sorry, it's an infernal term.
I
She has
speak
no
infernal,
magic.
but I didn't understand that. I
I
have that
think
language.
Maybe
I'm not
it's
too
a-
sure.
Maybe it's a
Either
Hellboy
way,
thing.
it is a potential, and probably one that would sit the best, I think.
Twelve days.
No, you don't
I'll
get to
just
sit
say-
over their des like that.
Lonnie, do you still need a weapon? I have a longbow that frankly I don't fucking use.
Yes, please.
He's gonna hand you this longbow that he just has, but he doesn't fucking use because he prefers his axes. He thinks they're fun to fight with. He would rather
Thank you.
throw them bitches than use a bow.
Zamani, You know that I care for you quite a lot, but Burton is my home. Just be sure of who you are killing, please.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Right. Well, when we get in there, I'll probably branch off and I'll be near the temples.
You'll both branch off, and I look at Cal and Merc. Neither of you can be associated.
I get to help
No,
kill bad
cool.
guys with you?
You get to help kill bad guys with me.
Fuck yeah.
If you kill steal, then it's not doesn't count.
I don't know if this will be much help. I've used it probably like once, and Merc will hold up a light crossbow and like a little quiver of 20 bolts. I mean, I know Svein just gave you.
Let me see. 1 second.
You're a rogue. You're probably proficient in light crossbows.
We're just gonna quick swap it. Just do that.
I don't even
I'm
know why
trying
Merc
to
has
see
it. She's
which one
got
doesn't
like
damage.
shithole decks.
Spain came with a bow because he's a ranger, but I had decided from get go he was never going to use them.
So no, the longbow is fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Thank you, though.
That's all right. Does that count as a death for Zamani?
Yes.
Cool. So we're number 4 now?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Ugh, my
Yeah, I'll do some
God.
9. That shit's insane.
Shut the fuck up, Svein.
Spain,
Mr. One
upon
Death
meeting
Wonder.
us, you died twice.
The
within a
fucking
matter of days,
the
with
fourth
same
the
day.
4 death would. There's no way that she was was in character. No one was
Oh,
speaking
yeah,
in
no,
character at that
100%.
point.
No, of course not. All right, well,
Right.
let's get into Burton and then divide and conquer, I guess. Hopefully, conquer.
What areas of town do the crime people usually hang out? As I see, say to Merc, someone who grew up there and would know.
The docks. You know that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But we're going to speed
Is it
through to
just the
Burton
docks?
just for the sake of the time.
Hmm.
And
Mhm.
as you begin skulking, as Calasindir and Mercasiel branch off, you go to the docks. There's a
I'm just
lot.
going to quickly say,
Cal?
Sorry, upon parting, Cal just over to give us the money and out of its sheath attached, but handed across. This is the dagger that I've been using to move a bit more about the place. Figured without your magic, best I can do to help you, I suppose.
Thank you.
As Cal just
I'll
hand
turn
across
it.
the blink dagger.
So,
She gives him the kiss and a pat on the shoulder.
One more thing. As we depart, Merc will put a death ward on Zamani. Just in case.
Would the book still pop if I'm not with them? Because my name is still in it.
I think so.
Okay.
and just so Des knows, when we get to the area in question, part of that trace will be popped, so we'll be mega stealthy.
Okay. As you get to the docks, Zamani, your heart sinks. Very few people here have a target at the base of their throat.
Piece of shit.
I guessed that would happen.
So what's
Sorry.
the plans, Money?
Well, he made it so the shitty people apparently aren't targets. So I'm screwed. I'm actually fucked.
This guy is a bit of a cunt, isn't he?
Oh.
Yeah, he is.
It has to be said. That is the only time I'm going to say it.
We
but
get
it's
one.
true.
We get one. That's it.
Bumpers ring.
Everyone gets one throughout the whole entire series. I've had my one. Kate's had theirs.
So what do you want to do?
Yes.
Just,
I love you. I hate you right now, though.
I'm just seeing how much you love Zelly.
Enough to do it, but also she fucking feels horrible about it.
Yes. So, can you both roll stealth,
we,
please?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it at advantage or just plus 10? I can't remember.
Plus 10.
It is plus 10.
Okay.
I don't think my advantage spell helps here because it's only forest and we're in the middle of the fucking city. That is the correct case. Fuck. 21 for me. Total with it plus 10.
40.
Roughly low.
40. Respectable. So, how would you like to discern your targets? This won't be difficult. You look at the people. There's some people roaming around markets that go down side alleyways with their children. There's someone manning the
Batman,
stalls.
motherfucker.
There's many people who are happy living peaceful lives. Tell me what you look out for.
Somali, before you do anything, cover your face.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry, I should have said something out loud, but yeah, she's like obscuring who she is, as well as being super fucking stealthy.
Spain is taking a piece from his shirt, just sort of ripping it and putting it across his face like a mask.
Okay. You can kill 12 people in less than a minute if you really want, or 10 minutes to pass without a trace. This won't be difficult, but you're about to ruin some lives.
I know.
Yeah, we got an hour of time to kill.
I actually hate this.
Yes. If you get uncomfortable, you can pull an X card and I can just fade to black. But I want to be dark.
No, I know. Because that's what he is. I'm trying to figure out what causes the least amount of damage. And so right now I'm trying to decide if it's better.
Would you like to voice some plan with the person with you?
Sure. I assume like we're on a roof or something away from people, so like we can okay.
We're brooding.
Yeah,
You're doing the Batman pose on the corner. You're on like opposite corners gargoyling.
I took a 12. Morally, killing children is fucked. But killing adults and leaving children without parents is fucked.
Samani, you spent enough time here the first few days. You know in what used to be the Hellboard, there is a sizable orphanage.
Look, I'm not really happy with what's happening here, but there was a kid inside that amalgamation of children that I liked, so I'm going along with this.
I know.
My opinion, kill the elderly.
Fair.
If you need someone to lead them down, I'm your guy.
I know. I hate having to do this. I know that there are like Zamani wants to go for people who have had like really shitty lives and like every day kind of sucks for them, and I think the elderly on top of that is a really good idea, because like the idea of like having to go for like families like fucking breaks her.
Okay. You look for someone old and decrepit.
Have marks?
They do not.
Yeah, I didn't think they would.
The Lord of Disintegration is purposely trying to make you ruin lives.
I know. So she's trying to purposely do anything that she can to go around that, to supersede such an action.
Spain is just
respect
giving information as far as he knows.
What'd you say, Gabe?
Spain is just giving information as far as he knows.
I know. And so she lets you know that they don't have marks. They don't count.
So who does have marks? Who can you see that have marks?
Literally everyone who looks happy.
That's about right.
Yeah.
In that moment, Svane's mark disappears.
Yeah, well, yours is gone now.
The fuck does that mean?
I guess you're a fucking depressed gamer.
Fuck.
That was an out of character meme, by the way.
Yeah.
I had my
sorry.
one for the day.
Sorry, my phone. I did forget what's needed.
That's okay.
Okay, Sven, I need help with more of a moral compass and somebody who is me right now.
So what you're trying to do is not
Okay.
ruin families.
I'm trying to not ruin I'm trying to do as least damage as possible in a task that is set to make me do as much damage as possible. I don't know if
We
it's
can't kill the evil. We can't kill the elderly. We can't kill the depressed.
anyone who is not enjoying their life isn't on the list, or is just shitty as a person is not on the list. Anyone who is good or happy or wants to live is on the list.
I feel like inherently that rules out like kids without parents.
Let's go
Oh,
check.
I'm saying that.
let's just look and see. I'm
you
not
go to the
saying
orphanage?
yes.
Where's the window shop?
So
Yeah, I
you go to the
just-
orphanage, you see a very, very nice tiefling woman in like a very like nice long floor length dress with like big furs over it. There is maybe like 20 kids. Like she's like teaching in the courtyard. Maybe 7 of them have a mark.
Only 7 of them are happy. That's about right.
She's like not even half of them.
Would you be willing to kill those half? Well, less than half.
No, because that's going to be worse. If I'm going to have to
It
kill
will be.
something, I want to have. This sucks. I don't mean this the way it's going to sound. But imagine if you're just sitting there with a group of your friends and suddenly half of them have arrows sticking out of your chest and you have to live through that.
As you're saying this, you see a very like not like well put together, but like perhaps lower born family walk through. There's a mother, father, a kid. All of them have marks. The woman has 2.
Are they tieflings?
So I'm going to take a moment.
Des, are they tieflings?
They are. We're in the Hell Ward.
Sven recently learned racism.
I'm
Oh,
going to take
Des, wow.
a breather a little bit. I'm going to scribble a little note real quick. And I'm going to rip it off and I'm going to leave a little thingy and I'm just going to burn away. And it just says, like, what she has to do and holy fuck.
Okay.
Do you have any advice?
Hey, Nelda, very well up. How you doing?
Hi, Nelder.
I'm not traumatizing the players right now. Just everyone act cool.
No,
we're
I'm
good
not.
here. I'm not
an
doing
anxious
anything.
Mess. This is the entire session. Is there a spy? If not, that's okay too.
There currently is not a reply now.
Zvani, you had told me earlier about these hell wards and the segregation and racism.
Yeah.
The least impact you'd have on your and the group's influence in the city seems to be here. But these are your people, so I don't really know.
I know these are my people. Let's go look at the rich people.
Hey, Corsair's Cove rating with a party of 31. So the Monty is
Eat the
killing
rich!
innocents right
Eat
now.
the rich!
What the fuck?
How is your guys' stuff? I'm making Zamani kill innocent people, 12 of them, because her patron's not happy with her. She's not sending enough souls. How was your stream? Because I am...
And he's a bad guy, and if I don't, he's gonna kill my kid.
Yes. How's things? How are you? How did your session go? Did you traumatize your players?
I'm gonna cry.
Oh yeah, just letting new viewers know this shit is very dark at the moment.
Yes. A warning, this is
Just
about to be very
FYI.
dark. This is about to be very, very dark.
Mm-hmm.
Can I check out the rich people?
Sure, you go to similar where the palace is, kind of flying up above. Going similar, well, moving rooftop to rooftop. You see the more aristocratic district. You peer in on the palace. Funny fact, you notice Everett does not have a mark.
Man's depressed.
I have depression goggles. Okay. Not quite the castle per se.
No, but the aristocratic
the
district
aristocratic
where
district. Yeah.
There's a fair few people that are living happy lives.
Eat the rich.
That's what I'm thinking.
Feed the poor.
I don't want to fuck up my people. Fuck, I hate this. I hate Des, I'm mad at you. You better come through later. I'm just saying.
We're
There
entering class
better be
warfare,
some
people.
kind of good offset at some point down the line. I am trying my fucking best.
Yeah, if this is Zamani's turn for trauma, I am terrified for me.
You should
Right?
be.
We see you. We'll come for you.
If you want to
I'm
be
ready.
indiscriminate, you could pick at random.
I could be, but that's going to do the most harm. Right?
Zamani, what are you thinking?
I've tried to decide if it's better to kill family units or if it's better to kill random indiscriminate people. What
Are
causes
you
less
saying that
harm?
in character, or is that is Jen? Because this seems very genuine.
Yes.
Talk
I'm
in
not
character.
yelling
I'm
in
talking to you in character.
Yes. Yes. I'm not yelling, but I am frantic, and she's trying her best to stay quiet, but she's like that is her current dilemma. Is it better to just shoot 12 random people, or is it better to go after family units so not 12 families potentially are all losing people?
Are you looking to kill the rich or kill tieflings?
I would rather kill the rich people because 9 times out of 10 they don't do good things for the society in general.
They're also the most likely to be investigated into their murders.
Fuck you. But it's just
How
a random
good are you-
arrow, right?
How good are you at faking things, faking a crime scene, faking what happened?
Oh,
I'm hearing
abs-
there's groups of criminals in the city.
How
Can
good
you
am I at
mimic
crime?
them?
Yes.
Are you able to mimic these pedal people you're talking about? Are you good at mimicking what they do? You could
That's
stage the crime scene.
How confident am I that I can do that?
Paddles don't go out and murder indiscriminately.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Sven doesn't know
Like,
that.
it-
He's just making
yeah, it's
suggestions.
That's not what they do. They traffic people. They don't kill people, really. If you kill people, you can't use them.
We can't, unfortunately, stage it to look like Lich came through. Pretty obvious that he came through, let's be honest.
True.
If you kill the rich, they're most likely going to find out then. Unless you have another criminal empire that somehow is lurking around down here that we can stage.
Actually, we do. Right, Des? We have the young upstarts.
You also know very little to nothing about their ways. How would you pin it on them?
That's true. I mean, short of fucking dropping a piece of paper with their symbols on it and nothing. I hate you.
Or, alternatively, we could riddle them.
What?
We keep them running around looking at red herrings and chasing the fictional goose, and
I don't know how to set that up.
I'm not
I don't know enough about
Exactly.
this area. I'm not
I'm
from
not
here.
super skilled in myself, but it is another option I thought of.
I don't know about like random middle class. Wait, never mind. What are random like middle class fuckers? I'm just gonna go kill myself somewhere in a corner. Fine. Fuck you. What's best for the group? Fucking whatever. I'm going back to the fucking hell world. I'm upset. Just can. I don't get that. I don't know. Random people, I
Zamani.
guess.
Does this have to be by your hand? Do you know?
Yes. It has to be me.
Hear me out. Don't kill random people. Kill. This is gonna sound bad. Kill families. Get rid of the full group. Set the building on fire. stages an arson. It's
That
the
is
Hell War.
prob-
People don't investigate arsons. I don't imagine they're going to care too much about that. You will be hard
Yeah,
to
because
trace
they're
back
fire
to.
resistant. Yeah. Fucking fuck.
I didn't realize Sven was a psychopath, but here we are.
Fine. I assume there's like, because it's the Hell Ward and because it's very poor, there is like a housing, multi-family housing units is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there a housing unit with 12 people with marks in it?
I'd say for easiness sake, there's more than 12 people in the house, but there's at least 12 marks in the house.
Yeah.
There could be maybe
But,
21 people in that house, but 12 marks.
yeah. In a very disjointed, kind of almost like robotic way. I mean, you wouldn't know it's robotic, but like it's, you've probably seen some kind of mind control and you've seen Undead, and that very like disjointed, not a person but still a person kind of way is how like Zamani kind of starts acting. And she will fucking do the thing and she will set the house on fire and it will be dramatic and it will be upsetting. And then later that night in her little journal, she ends up drawing pictures of it.
Okay. As you do this, I'm not going to describe the gruesome death of 21 people to burning.
Oh,
But-
no. She shoots them first. She's not going to make them burn to death. That's fucking horrible. She's making
Okay.
it quick and painless for them. And then she's going to cover up what happened with a fire.
Okay. So, I'm just going to roll
Yeah,
a
no,
percentage dice to see how it goes.
Okay.
Knowing your skills, I'm going to set it to be a fairly, 85% chance it goes off without an issue.
Okay.
4 goes off without a hitch. As you do, that night, dream comes to you. Quiet and calm. Sad. I assume maybe you cry yourself to sleep that night if you wish. And in each one, you hear each individual person explain their life story to the Lord of Disintegration and what it was up until that point. One of them was trying to
Oh, no.
be a doctor for local people within the Hell Ward, curing a pox that was going around. Some kids were dreams of being adventurers and merchants. Some people were hoping to start a family and move away from the city. Each one more sorrowful than the last. Your dreams come to you heavy this night, but you wake up with your powers and learn to not disappoint. Or next time it
Zelly
will be
okay?
more.
Is Zelly okay?
For now.
Is she freed?
For now. You wake up. As that happens throughout the day, Merkestiel and Calicinder, what would have you been doing on your day within the town as later in the evening, throughout Burton, everyone sees this part of the Hellward go up in flames?
I mean, Cal's gone to the palace, so I imagine him and Merc would have split up pretty much straight after
Please
the
go
others.
diamond shopping.
Yep.
I
Uh,
can leave you
I-
money.
don't have. Yeah. Give me money because I also need money to make you have holy oil.
Yeah,
How much
we'll
money
also
do you
have
So
left some money.
Because if you said like that you were going to do things, money would have given you shit to help.
currently, I have enough on me for 1 diamond for Revivify, and that is it. Like, as in, so I got 27 plat, 23 gold, 90 odd silver. So, like, just enough for a diamond.
I'm
give you
giving
300 gold.
I'm giving the duo all my platinum, all 85 pieces.
Okay. It's fine as well. It was your idea predominantly to burn the part of the Hellward. A lot of these houses are connected and jointed. Fire spreads.
Yep,
Can you roll me a D100?
sure.
I
43, Desreal.
43. The following morning, it's good that rain comes, because half of the Hell Ward went up in flame last night. So, shopping.
I give Merc 300 gold.
Okay.
Thank you. And just for a little bit of levity, with the amount of platinum that Svane's given Merc, that takes her platinum up to 69.
The fuck?
What do you mean?
Svane's
just
gave
gave you
you
80.
85 pieces of platinum.
Yeah.
Try
How
your
did you
math
come
again.
back round
Sorry,
to 69?
You said 85. Is
Platinum.
it 85 each?
What?
Or is it 85 split
85
between us two?
platinum. No,
Yeah.
he just
85
gave you
platinum.
85
It is
platinum.
85 collectively, so I don't care who the fuck I'm giving it to. I'm just giving 85 platinum.
Okay, I'd understood it as Cal and Merc get
Because it is
42
not, it is
or whatever
not
each,
your platinum.
which
I'm
would've
giving it to
brought
you
it
so
up
you can
to-
buy resources for the party and give him back the change.
I guess, yeah, throughout
Yes.
this day before the city is thrown into chaos. What are you looking to buy?
I'm gonna go for 3 diamonds worth 300 gold if I can find them.
Yeah, Breton, you can find 3 diamonds or 300 gold.
Cool. So that's that gone, and then so there'd be 25 platinum left of Spain's money. Cool. And then I'm also going to go for sorry, maths is hard. Let's go for 10 platinum worth of powdered silver.
Yep, easily done.
And then what potions are there available in the city?
Roll me an investigation check. Because you kind of know where to go for this sort of stuff.
Yeah. Investigation. Guidance on myself. I rolled a 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 1 for 9.
9. You can find maybe 4 regular healing potions and 1 greater. 50 gold for the regular and 200 for the greater. 50 gold each, by the way, not 50 gold for 4 potions.
Yeah. Maths is hard. That'd be 200 total for the basics, which I think is worth it. Yep. So I'll go 10 of my platinum and 10 of Svane's platinum. And that will be all. Which means Svane has 15 plat left.
Cool.
Is there anything else you wish to do other than shopping, Marcus? Is there anything you wish to check specifically?
Yes. If I can go into the Church of the Morning Sun, which I doubt I'd be allowed to, because I assume it's been renovated and destroyed and stuff.
At this stage, the
But-
grounds has been cleared. There's nothing left of it. They're putting in new housing in that area.
Okay. Can I find out from, I don't know, a local sheriff or something, what was taken? Like what value, what goods was still there that was taken that is still accessible that I can go through?
Roll me a persuasion check to see if they'll allow you to go for it. To see if they'll even allow you to take it. Or intimidation if you want, I don't mind.
It's the same number, I think, for me. It's the same number. I'm going to go persuasion because Merc would be playing on the whole, Harden died, yada, 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 all that shit. All right, here we go. That's a natural 19. -2 for 17 persuasion.
You took some stuff when you found Arden
Hmm.
the first time. They explained that pretty much everything else was unfortunately rifled through, kind of taken or whatever. They have some like scraps of holy symbols. Nothing's fully. It's looters got to it before it was decommissioned.
Right. And then the rest of my day, before we all meet up and do whatever the fuck, we'll be spending time at what I assume is now more of a field hospital than Nemavana's temple, but going there and helping with whatever mundane skills I have.
Nemavana.
Yeah.
You don't find anyone.
None at all.
It's
All right.
seems not abandoned, but whoever was looking after it has gone elsewhere because everyone who had powers from Nemavana has been cut off. So,
Well then, with a prayer to my gods, and knowing that this will be beneficial in the long run and I will repay whatever I take, I'm going to loot the fuck out of this place.
roll me an investigation.
Guidance. In fact, not guidance, enhance abilities.
Okay.
For advantage. Second little slot. Alright, so that is a 5 and a natural 18. So that is investigation, you said. That is a 19 total.
19 total. Okay, so going through it, a lot of it looks like it's been picked over. Like, picked over basements, but you kind of know other places to look for various collections. You find 290 gold. As well as that, you find one diamond worth 300 gold. And as well as that, you find 40 gold worth of incense and herbs.
Alright. Cool. Awesome. I've just looted a temple.
Wait, what was the total roll you got again?
19?
19 total?
18 plus 1.
18 plus 1. As you're looting, you look around and 3 birds kind of fly towards the window where it's been broken. And you hear a voice in your head. I need you. I am stuck. Find the name. Unleash my anger.
I recognize the voice from the meetings,
Yes.
and I know the story about the name.
If you unleash Nemavana's anger, it might be enough for them to break their bonds.
I'm gonna look at the birds and just like barely a whisper just say, you will come back to us. But Samael cannot bleed you. I'm sorry.
Okay. 1 second. Okay.
Cool.
So, that is your day. Later in the
Yep.
evening, the Temple of Zygolia is overrun with burn victims. They need your help.
I go.
Calicindia, what are you doing?
So-
Oh, Samani.
afterwards, Zamani would be there to help. Unless there's something that whispers in her ear, don't you fucking dare, or something.
No. You've done your job.
Then she would. Then when Merc gets there, she would already find Zamani there.
Yeah, Merc will just meet Zamani's gaze, like probably across the room or something like that.
You can try. It's not going to.
Just like a nod and then get to work sort of thing. If they cross paths at all, then there will be like, squeezing the shoulder sort of thing and just keep working.
Even if she doesn't make any contact, Svane's not far behind, but he's just taking a little longer because he can't fly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair.
So, Alazindir, what would you like to do before a chunk of Burton goes up in flames?
Although disliking it immensely, going the other way from them, the cow will be proceeding to the palace to make formal introductions and
As
to
you
see
walk
Everett.
away from the group, the back of your mind, the other voice goes, "Coward."
Just pauses for a moment on the bridge across. Just steadies. And continues walking, trying his best just to block it out.
It berates you for leaving your betrothed behind. It's hard to listen to, and you can't shut it out.
Not responding to it. Just
That's the smarter thing
not
to do.
responding to it. Just focusing to his best, just trying his best to focus on meeting the king, doing what needs to be done, going through.
So, you find in a similar study, you are granted passageway. You don't need papers to prove who you are here.
I should hope
Making
so.
your way, you find Everett training up at the top of his study with Riventir still. Everything's still pushed to the side. Training dummies have been brought in. He looks tired. He looks a little bit more gaunt than last you saw him. He looks like he hasn't been eating that well.
Please don't let me stop you. Training looks like it's coming along quite well.
I'll listen to you.
King Everett. Moving
I
to.
hope your journey here wasn't fraught with too much danger.
Thankfully not. Thankfully not. A long journey, cold, but harmless. I hope everything's been going well here in the palace.
Busy. What can I do for you?
I can imagine. I suppose I should let you know we are here, returning to Burton because we intend to travel, I imagine, within the next few days to Thinvale to resolve the issue there.
Very good. I can charter you a ship, I believe. The Golden Gull is due back.
Hey, right. That would be most appreciated. Now, I imagine that we will want to have an official meeting about what will take place.
I'm not sure what for. I assume you're going to assault it, like you said.
Right.
Is there something I'm needed for, or if you're looking
It's
for?
merely if you
Yeah.
wanted to be present.
The generals have already gone back to their duties.
Right. That is
There's none here.
disappointing.
Edrol is back at the blockade, and I want to say her name is Yennefer in my
Marfane.
mind. Yennefer Marfane.
Marfane,
She
yeah,
is
Yennefer.
in Irisphere.
Right. Well, before we progress to Thinvale, I did some news, I suppose. I wish to put forward a request for military assistance to help protect Ariel Keep, at least for the next few coming months. As we were traveling back to Ariel, our teleport there was intercepted by Gromathir, the Lich, on the outskirts of Ariel. We fought him off, thankfully, but as a Lich, he will not die and he will return. And as he is operating close to Ariel, hunting us, we have reason to believe that he will pose a danger to Ariel Keep, and it will be a place that he will strike.
You already spread me quite thin, Calicindia. My navy is blockading an island, and my military is protecting your sphere.
I was
don't
hoping
have many resources to spare.
Of course. But I was hoping that after the quarantine of Rendenwell, that would have freed up some of the army there that could be spared for this. At least a small detachment. I'm not requesting too much of it. Just something to help shore up the defenses, at least allow some of us to run wider patrols around Ariel.
All of them have gone to Erosphere. It's a place that was attacked. I know it's mostly ruin and rubble, but I'm fielding a lot of troops currently.
Right.
There's a lot of frustration even with how long the blockade has gone on. There's call from Edrol to sack Thinvale himself, which he has been granted permission at the end of the blockade timeline that we had. There's a lot of criticism for how much leeway I have given you all. I don't know if I can spare more for you all.
Right. Well, if you make it known to them that we do intend to handle Thinvale immediately, then perhaps that might sway their opinions on the matter. But at the very least, we have not known where they will strike, where Samael's servants will hit next, where their armies will be deployed. Whereas at least we have a small glimmer of reason to suspect it may be Ariel.
You were attacked outside of Ariel. The Lich did not deign important to attack you in your keep because perhaps he already thinks it too defensed.
Perhaps, but he was by himself. There are how many people in Erosphere? How many people were in Erosphere?
A few thousand.
That's a few thousand he could use to assault Ariel next time he comes searching for us.
Ariel has a standing military. Erosphere did not.
Right. However, it is very small, as opposed to a few thousand.
Can you make a persuasion check?
Mm-hmm. As you will finish that up, Calcinder will say, we have broken the sleeping bloodline that connects us to Samael. We are the next targets, or at least high up on that list.
Okay, roll the persuasion.
Okay, that's not bad. What is my modifier again? Because I'm terrible. That's a 25.
25. Not terrible. 25 is very high. With a DC of 22, it kind of looks... I say this with nothing but love, but I can't keep sparing you more resources. This is the last I can grant until more progress has been made, but I will send some troops from Airsphere. I will shorten down the defenses on that, and I'll send a detachment, a small one. Do you need cavalry? Do you need archers? Do you need infantry? What do you need of me?
In terms of kingdom and warfare units for mechanical purposes, what...
He's not telling you what they are. You have two infantry, one and one archer.
Well, we do intend to construct more walls, so I would appreciate more archers.
Archers it is, then.
Thank you, Everett. I do thoroughly appreciate this.
Thank you for not teleporting in with my Castiel.
No, that is why I asked first. I did, well, a small bit of news there. I did speak to McCastiel about the proposed plan that you had of, well, that we had of Thinvale being presented to Ricalia to heal that.
Yes, it is a frustrating plan, but one nonetheless.
I have not spoken to Theon, but
Is he
I
well?
think Mercestiel, he is. Well, missing you, of course, but doing well besides that. I hope that at least with Thinville, and if Theo can be convinced, I suppose, for an apology to Ricolia, that will resolve that issue.
I don't know, Calicindia. I don't know if there's truly any coming back from what they did as it stands, but there is only... We may only try. There's more hope for Mercastia than there is for Theo.
Right. I suppose we'll have to put out what fires we can.
There are many.
Oh,
For the stability of Burton. And the world.
I've instructed Reuben to, I knew you were on your way to give him the map of Thinvale. It's small from our workhouse. Show it to your allies. I'll have the golden goal ready for you on the morrow.
Are there any resources that, I know, once again with the requests, but any resources that can be spared, even just potions and the like, for this assault?
You have been given enough.
I understand.
Be advised to already say too much. I can't. You're on a trial of Odyssey, which very often people don't even come back from. The fact that you're getting this far is good, but I'm not meant to back you as much as I have, so I can't keep doing so.
Of course. With a bit of luck, though, I hope that our actions in the next few months will deliver at least a few blows to Samael, and will bring us a bit closer towards fulfilling our trial.
I wish you the best of luck. I truly do. I truly.
Thank you. I did want you to know, though, that provided you're still open to it after Thinvale, I would still very much like to offer our services to help you with your trial.
I've thought about that since the first day you said it to me. And there was a time I would have greatly, greatly appreciated and accepted it. As it currently stands, I don't think I can accept. You're all, as a group, not as individuals. I have great fondness for you over the counsel you have given me these past months. Quite an unlikely friend. However, as a group, the Kingslayers, the Kingfishers, you all take too much of my reputation and pull it through the muck as is. If I am seen to use your aid in the trial of the Oleander Dragon, I don't know if it will be credited the same.
Of course.
I don't know if I will live through this. I don't know if I will see you before it. I don't know if it's worth living through. But I've really appreciated having you as a friend.
You're a good man, Everett. And when you two complete your trials, I know that you'd be one of the best kings Burton has ever had. Now I ask you this, not as a kingfisher, but as Prince Calicindia. Is there anything the world below can do for you?
You said we must put out as many fires as we can. I don't know how long I can keep doing this for. Riveteer, you're dismissed for the evening. I wish to speak to the prince alone. As Riveteer exits in the study, he closes the doors. As Everett kind of just... You see his shoulders begin to shake a little bit, and he just wraps his arms around Calisander and just sobs for about the next 25 minutes.
Alison just won't say anything, just hold him.
Then he wipes his eyes and he goes, I'll be the best I can. Thank you.
Everett.
You may leave. So he walks towards the window and turns his back to you and takes his crown off and sets it on the table. Takes his book off his pouch and sets it on the table.
Everett, I wish you the best of luck. But I want
No
you to know,
response.
you have been placed, I know there's no response, but I can also say, you've been placed in a position that most people would never wish for in their entire lives. And you have still come out of it, doing the best job you can. And I want you to know that you are not alone through this, as taxing as we all may be, as taxing as everyone close to you may be, and how troublesome it may be, you are not alone. But I wish you the best of luck in your battles to come. We will see you again after Thinvale. I promise you that.
It's just a, quarter turn of the head and just a nod, but you just see tears. As you leave that evening, meeting up with the rest of the group, we see Everett looking out over Burton, over everything he has lost, and the Hell Ward goes up in flames. He proceeds to walk off his balcony. The city mourns the following morning. What do you all do?
Zamani didn't come home. She's continuing to help people throughout the night.
That was the 54%.
Is his body recovered?
Nothing public is made known. Not yet.
Who's been made temporary, whatever the fuck? Is
Nothing is made public. Not yet.
Alright.
Well, new morning. We still have shit to do. I need to go shopping.
Svein, what would you like to do this following morning?
I need to look for a spyglass.
Okay. You look around. Roll me an investigation check.
Much as that sucks, we still got shit to do.
You still got a lot to do.
Straight 15.
Straight 15. You find a shop that sells various naval equipment and various things to get. But you find ones for 1,000 gold, as is the typical ones. You find a couple smaller ones that wouldn't be so used for the spell,
Shrine.
but for about 250 gold, you can find one that covers a much shorter distance, but still has the same curvature of the glass.
Merc gave you back that 15, by the way.
Yep, that's 150. That's all I had. I remember I gave you everything I had.
If you need more, Merc will give you some more if you need.
I do need more.
What do you want?
Specifically, 100 more.
Cool, you got it.
Cool. So I will take a 250 little dinky boy.
So you buy 251. The following morning, I assume you all make your way to the Golden Gull.
I don't think people just struggling to exist. So yeah,
Tam-
that's where we're
Tamani
going.
never came home. I'm just like she's still at the temple.
Spain will
So-
go look for
No.
Zamani then.
Yeah, Merc would be at the temple most days as well, helping
I
out.
assume I have a level of exhaustion.
Yes. Well, roll a con save at the end of the 24 hours. You may not.
That's fair. I rolled a 7. 8.
You do have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Zamani, where would you have been? I'm curious. Where would you have gone?
She's been at the temple.
Oh, you've just been at the temple. Okay.
Yeah, she's been doing like literally everything that she could. And if the temple people tell her no, go rest, she would have instead got to the Hellborn and started helping there.
Yeah, that would be the realistic thing of what happens.
Yeah, then she's at the Hell World. We're trying to dig people out and do what she can to fix things.
So you help people. Just roll me a general medicine check to see how you do throughout the day. I want to see how much you're focused for this, or if you're kind of just going through the motions.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I have a modifier real quick. It's a medicine check, right?
I think it's int based, so you should have a pretty.
No, it's
Medicine's
mood
good.
based. I roll 18
is
though,
it?
so 19.
That's good. You do your best. So throughout the day, there's towards the end of the second day, on the I want to say the 8th of what this would now be, it's less people to help. Well, most people are getting bandaged up. It's clearing rubble now and trying to see if there's survivors, which there isn't.
Mechanic question that feels insensitive to ask, but do they count as well?
Yes, you would have more than fulfilled the quota. People that are
Okay.
killed by your hand are sent to the Lord of Disintegration.
And I assume
Would-
they don't have a good time.
No.
Yep.
So,
Would Calicindia have heard anything from Ruventier?
no, the palace again is on a very similar lockdown.
So no sendings or anything.
You could sending him if you wished.
I will just send a message. Right in the book. Ruventier, thank you for all the work you've done so far. I do appreciate it. Thank you, and if you need any more support or assistance with your mission here, please let me know.
A very hushed voice comes back to you, almost as if it's whispering, like it's not meant to be heard. There was an accident last night. Everett is still with us, but he is not conscious. We're doing everything, but I do not know if he will make it.
I'll just write back quickly. If you can bring him to us, we can try and revive him. If that's the issue, we have means.
There is enough people in the castle, my liege. I apologize. It's I cannot explain more. I must go. I'm sorry. I will update you if I know anything. Yes, AJ, that was the rolls I asked you to make for me.
Oh, ouch.
What?
Okay.
I asked AJ to make
Yeah.
rolls for me about the start of the session.
Yeah. And said, don't make a face. So I'm there just rolling, just going,
Alright. Calicindia will take some time after that and go somewhere quiet. Try and find somewhere quiet. And just speaking trying to see if there's a reaction. Just be, Xerxes, can you hear me or anything? Are you able to, I don't know, make some fucking appearance?
Roll me persuasion.
That's a 16. That's 24.
24. There is a soft, ethereal glimmer. It's very difficult for a god to manifest after they have done so recently. But you hear a voice in your mind that says, still watching.
Do you have any updates? I need something good at the very least, for Zamani's sake.
In what regard, Calicindia? What can I do for you?
In regards to the matter we discussed,
For the Umbra Ash Scrolls,
yes.
I have their location. For when you are ready to tackle it.
How soon will that be? After Thinvale?
I can do it now if you really wanted, but perhaps you should do
Can't delay
Thinvale
that.
first.
We can't delay that. After Thinvale, I want you to take us there.
You can take them there. As through the ethereal glimmer, you see a little teleportation circle scroll fall down.
Thank you, Xerxes. Thank you. I suppose Cal will try and find Zamani at some point in the
Roll me
chaos
an
of everything that's
investigation.
going on. It's not great. What is my investigation though? It's plus 11, so that's a 15.
15, you find some money. She is not trying to be stealthy.
It's
You find
probably
her.
imagine like evening.
You
but,
see
like,
now the damage of the Hell Ward.
You've never seen her this dirty before. Like, she's covered
Yeah.
in like soot and ash. Her hair is tangled and knotted, and through it looks like she tried to put it up at some point, and it's definitely like half fallen out. And she's just like doing like literally anything that she can. Like, she's
Yeah.
not really aware of like people, if that makes sense. Like, she's like
Yeah.
she's a thrall doing a job.
Calcina will just approach her and just place a hand on her shoulder.
She jumps.
Zamani? It's me, although I couldn't exactly recognize you there for a second. And just
she-
prestidigitate some of the
Yeah. You like look over and you see like
The dirt.
among like the soot, like just like the tear tracks like down her face.
Zamani. Calcina will just try and at least pull her in for a hug.
She just kind of like collapses and starts sobbing.
Doesn't say anything, just tries to be there. I'd say pretty much at this point, after everything, Calcina would pretty much just break up into tears as well.
they're just hugging, crying in the middle of fucking
Yeah.
chaos.
In the middle of the fucking Hell Ward.
You're definitely not the only people, but yes.
She's not
Calcin-
really in a sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's right.
She's not really in a place to suggest they go do something next.
No,
Just to like
no.
you know.
Calicinda would eventually straighten up, look around at everything, and as much as he can, using magic and what other abilities, just try and help out. Try and help Zamani.
Because everything is appreciated. There's a lot of people that need a lot of help, and the efforts are well noted. No one quite knows how this happened or why it happened. Perhaps it was a tragedy that was unavoidable. But they're doing their best to recover.
if you don't stop her, or like if the group doesn't get back together, she'll probably just continue. Like she probably won't sleep tonight and she'll just continue to work
Yeah,
on stuff.
100%. As night falls, Cal will just get some money and be like, some honey.
Yeah.
I say this with all the love that I can manage. But you need rest.
Their rest.
Some honey. I can't even say that I understand. But
I hope you never do. I don't mean that as exclusionary. I mean that as I hope you never do.
I understand that. I hope I never do. But
How was you had a job? How did things go? He's like just starting to come back to herself a little bit. Just tiny.
we have the map of Thin Vale. And we have a boat. So we can proceed there.
Is Cal hiding it? Because he does the way that you're
Cal's
talking. It
not
doesn't seem
hiding
like-
it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. It's like, what
There
happened?
is- I have suspicions.
Can you not talk here? Do we need to go?
Cal looks around. Where they're at the moment, is there many people?
There's a lot of tieflings strewn around, but no one official looking. No one that looks in. I suppose the best way to put this: people are going through so much stuff right now. No one cares what you're doing. People are looking.
In a low
There is
voice.
more trauma here than what they care for other people.
In a low voice, Cal will just say to Zamani, Everett apparently suffered an accident. They are trying to save him. I do not think it was an accident, though, on his part.
Your people have healing magic, right?
We do. And there's all the temples here.
But
It depends if his soul wants to return. He said a goodbye. At least it sounded like that.
spend too much on him. You've probably made it worse.
He made up his mind before any of this right here happened.
He didn't have a mark.
He made it up.
Couldn't stop him. Don't blame yourself. You're blaming yourself. Stop.
Can you not, Samani?
I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
How can you not?
I don't know. I know. I do know what that's like too. But it's... You can't decide. You can't tell a person that their life is worth living. You can try. You can let them know how much you care and how much they mean and how important they are. But you... It's not your soul. And it's not your life.
It's not, but...
He got thrust into a horrible position. And then it became a lot worse when he had to disown and toss out his support network.
You become my friend, Samani.
I know. I know. He's a good friend. And he may continue to be. It sounds like they haven't given up yet, which means that there is still hope.
Maybe.
give him something good to come back to.
Yeah.
And if not, our job isn't done yet. Because it means things don't work, then Kiana's next in line.
He is now.
She's not? What?
Saladin is next in line.
No.
Wait, who's
Yeah.
Saladin?
The brother we
He's the
Everett's
guy
brother,
at the
who's currently at
blockade.
the blockade.
Oh.
The only
Yeah.
royal
What?
family member you haven't seen.
Okay, I didn't know he existed. I'm sorry.
No,
He's been mentioned a few
suppose-
times, but not too much.
yeah.
Sorry.
He's the one that like is the most experienced in terms of like fighting and shit like that. Like he's the golden child, so to speak.
I figure if he's at the blockade, he probably would be.
And then this just throws into question so many other things as well when you start to think about it. And then
What?
everything.
No.
This whole
No, no, no,
war
no,
that
no. Don't it throws into question everything. That's paranoia talking.
is it worth us even staying in person now?
What?
If
How does this change anything?
without Everett, this place will fall into chaos.
Yes. Potentially. Without us, the place will be overrun by undead. Just because another step in
We-
Samael's plan has come to fruition doesn't mean that we just abandon everything. We
course.
knew this wouldn't be easy.
But there are 4 of us.
Yes.
There is an entire world.
So what
This
would
is
you
not
do
the only
instead?
place, as we know. I
Yes.
don't have the money.
You can't give up.
We go to Thin Vale.
Yes,
We
we do.
resolve that, and then we see where to go from there.
You're not giving up.
We're not giving up. That was never in the question.
You just sounded like a man who had given up.
Perhaps on here.
So what? We ran away because things got hard. Because we lost
We-
the leader who we care about. Because we don't know who else will replace him. Because we made mistakes and we hoped that things go bad.
Everett knew that the entire situation here was on the knife's edge. Without him, the Moribia falls apart. It splits away from Burton completely.
And
Rickelier, someone who was already worried about other people like that within the courts. They look for their own. The kingdom could very well shatter.
yes,
We do not have enough allies and resources here to play a significant part in trying to pull it together.
Bless you.
sorry.
Sorry.
No, we don't. We don't have the connections, we don't have the ties, because all of those have been either don't exist or have been shorn because of bad decisions. That doesn't mean that we leave and let it rot. Ariel is here. Would you have it abandoned? Also, look at all the starless you've placed here. At the very least, as fucked up as this is, you could take
Right.
control.
Why would you say that
I'm-
to Galcinder in this moment? Why would you?
Like, you shouldn't. It's an option. I mean, look at Rickelier. Have you contacted him?
No, I don't have the means to.
No, wait, is Rickelier's the guy who's in
Riventier.
charge? Riventier, sorry.
Riventier.
Riventier. Did you contact him?
I have. He's the one who told me about this whole situation.
How did he seem?
Concerned? Very quiet. It does not seem as if this knowledge is public yet. They're wanting to keep it hushed and controlled.
So he's on the side of Burton right now.
I believe so. Well, He's on the side wherever the stars fall.
How did he act? Did he tell you everything forthright? Were you the priority, or was Burton the priority when he spoke with you?
What would I have picked up from his general tone?
I'm asking you this in character because Zamani would
Yeah.
ask you this, and also out of character. To me, it seems like Burton was the priority.
Yeah. Because
Reventier has
judging
been
picking up from his
told
tone.
right now to make Burton his priority, to do
Yeah.
everything he can for Everett. So that is what he's currently doing.
Yeah.
Everett is not lost yet.
Yeah. It was more of like he was picked up on his voice, like any hesitations or like.
Because
Yeah.
Zamani doesn't know that Reventier has been told that.
Reventier was told to basically.
He has been placed here to safeguard Burton and to safeguard Everett.
Has he given up?
I don't believe so.
Do you trust his judgment?
I trust him.
Then why do you
I
feel
trust-
lost?
Everything's the money.
Do you trust your people?
Of course I do. I'm not
And
amongst
your
my
people,
people.
do your people trust you? Just because things are bad doesn't mean you should give up. You keep saying that you haven't, but you're acting like you have. What?
Marquestiel, where are you when this is happening? Because I just need to know for what's happening in the city right now.
If there's no more people to heal at the temples, then Merc will be helping with cleanup in the Hell Ward.
So I will say you're in a similar. You're kind of off away from Zamani and Calisandir.
Yep.
I'm gonna give this advantage because it feels like it makes sense.
Did you say advantage or disadvantage?
Yes.
It-
Running through the street. Chased by guards. Yelling for the princess to return. Kazori comes to Marquestiel. She is in
Yep.
a flood of tears.
Just grab her instantly, like holding her.
Yeah.
What is it?
We need you. We need Theo, and we need Calisandir. Everett had an accident. We need to bring him back. You're the only 3 people he liked. You're the ones that will matter. You're the ones that are going to change this. You gotta tell him to come back.
I can try. Theo's not here, but I can try.
No, I told that elf to go get him.
Okay. Alright.
S-
Would I know where roughly Cal and Zamani are? Like, I
The
assume
Hellwood's
I
not
would've seen
that
them in
large.
passing.
You can see them from where you
Yeah.
are. Calisandir's money, you
Yeah.
see this happen.
Yeah. Just instantly, like, she's fairly young, so I could, like, pick her up
Like
and
16,
carry her.
17. You could probably not.
She's
I know
not-
you're saying
we keep
definitely.
thinking we keep thinking that she is, but
Yeah.
She was like 12 when
Yeah.
you left her. That's just why you probably think that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, just literally dragging her along, just like, Cal, we need to go to the castle. I know
Let's
that
go.
Everett said I wasn't allowed in, but Kazori, if you're with us, it should be... Fuck it, let's
Fuck
go.
it.
so, as
Yeah.
the guards kind of catch up to her, they see you both and they're like, there's no fucking time. Come on, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Run.
So, as you all run, almost to the point where you're going to get sick, there's no time to rest or break. By the time you already get to the castle, you see, like, everybody has been pushed aside. Up in Everett's room, Theo is already at his bedside. There is already what appears to be like this large diamond scepter laying on his chest as they look to Marquestiel. We have to try. We're going to have a resurrection ritual.
Mhm.
The 3 people who will be taking part in this is Marquestiel, Calisandir, and Theo. I'm not getting any of you to roll shit. This is purely based on what you're saying to Everett. I got AJ to roll to see. The soul has not fully departed yet.
Yeah.
This is only down to what you say. You must convince Everett to stay.
Fuck.
If you wish, we could end here and you can think about it and we do it next week.
No, I'm gonna continue through.
Okay, I was going to say yes, but sure.
I can go first. I can go first if you want.
I'm shit with words, but yeah, you go. Go.
Slide the emotion statement or not? Cindy will approach Everett. Just place a hand on his shoulder. Kneel down beside him. Everett. You know, when I first came to the surface, I came here hopeful, very arrogant, very much not expecting to find anyone up here that I found kinship with. And yet I continually found myself to be proven wrong on that. I found someone I love, and I found friends that I care about and love. I did not think that I would find someone of such kinship here on the surface. Someone that I could see myself in. Someone that I understood. Although it hasn't been long, I have seen you. The person that you are, the man that you are. And you are undoubtedly someone that, not just myself, Marquestian, but Theo, Kazori, Kiana, Saladin. Your family needs you, we need you. You matter to us. And you are special to all of us. Your soul, your life matters to all of us, who you are. It may not seem that way at times, I suppose, but we care about you. We care about having you there. About seeing you walk around in the palace. I'm someone who always wished for the position that you were put in. I wish to be king, wake up and find it fall into my lap. But for you, it was placed in your hands. Taken from you any choice. That is not a weight anyone should bear. And yet bear it you did. Upon your shoulders. Doing what you could. You may have felt alone during that, but you are not. I can assure you, you are not. You are the heart and soul. You have morals that none of us have. And yes, you may have compromised them sometimes. You still have them.
You say that, the magic of the spell begins to take place. The large ancestral scepter that goes with the crown of Burton begins to dissolve. As Ruventier kind of puts it on your shoulder and gives it like a reassuring squeeze. Theo kind of still holding onto Everett's hand. He goes, "Come on, Ev. Baby, come on, no, this was not how it was meant to be. We can still just give it up. Let's go. Just you and me out of here. Or fuck it, if you want, we can tear this all down and we can build it back up together again. Make it official. Fuck the other political people. Just come on, I can't lose you. You're all I had. I thought it was only a short time. I can't be without you. How could you? If you love me, you'll show it to me. I don't care if you banish me over and over again. I'll keep showing up to this castle. I'll knock as many heads together as I can. Move heaven, hell, and earth. I will bring you to me. There is no stopping me. You can try and turn me to stone, but that only made me better. Because before I met you, it was my heart that was stone. Please come back to me, Ev. Mercastiel.
Fuck. Alright. Yeah, Merc will take his other hand, kneeling next to him on the other side of the bed. She'll take the, like she's taken the holy necklaces off and is just standing there as herself. Everett, I really don't know what to say. You've always shown great kindness to me, and to everyone that has, everyone that's deserved it. You're meant to be my brother. Soon enough. And I need to see you give that sister of yours a big old hug. I need that, and I think you do too. I remember all these years we've spent in the castle together. I remember that first meal that your father invited me to for saving your sister. You showed me how to hold a fork. I never thanked you for that. Please come back, so I can thank you for everything that you've done, and everything you will do. All of my family are all dead. Please, let me be part of yours.
So, as each of you begins to plead to the young King Everett's soul, you all did beautifully. I think it only fair that I allow another chance at the percentage for Everett's soul. I did this last time, and based on your actions, the 65% chance was brought down to 55%. Unfortunately, I rolled a 54.
No.
It is still going to be the same.
Internet?
Chance. Yeah, you're here. Hello,
What?
everybody.
Okay, yeah, it cut out for
I
me
missed
just
Where
as
did I
I was
cut out?
saying that.
Everybody froze for a
Before
second.
I think you said the 65 and then
So-
cut.
It
I
was
cut
once a
out before then.
65% chance for Everett to feel this way. Your actions and the camaraderie brought it down to a 55, of which I unfortunately rolled the 54. I believe that this warrants a reroll to see if the soul is pulled back. I'm not going to put this weight onto anyone else's shoulders other than my own, but it is still
Thank you.
on a 1 to 55. Everett has found peace in the afterlife. So, as you played the scepter vanishing, all the diamonds falling off of it, was the best and brightest around here. A hush. Magic. You can see the way the weaves formed around you. Shimmers of gold start to climb up like a spider web into above, through the roof, grabbing and trying to pull something. It dulls some magic. Everett's chest rises. He squeezes both Mercestiel and Thea's hand. So I rolled an 85. So he looks over you all. He just goes, first to Thea, he just goes, I'm sorry. Turns to Mercestiel, squeezes your hand. Sister. And he looks to Calicindir. So you can't marry that woman for me?
Oh, Des, why you make me cry? Fuck.
Tries to, like, pull himself up, although he is sore. He lets out a very weary smile. And begins to just apologize. As you assess what to do next, I feel that a perfect place to end today's session.
Ugh.
As you made sure, throughout the story of the Kingfishers, Everett will remain a part of it for now. This was a heavy session. Sorry. Might be.
Forgiven.
You bastard.
Come join us on Discord. We have a Discord. If you liked what you saw, consider dropping a follow. We're trying to work our way to 450. If you liked a lot of what you saw, if you got Prime, we'd love it. It's very cool, or whatever it could be. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end. Yeah, that's today's session, episode 50. It will not be forgotten. Yeah, gotta end it on that solemn note. But be well. Bye.
Bye.